Back to reality. Finally. Did you guys miss me? Man, I missed you guys. Back to live stream Raw for the first time in 2 or 3 weeks. Long holiday break for all of us. And yeah, we're here. A minute until showtime. How's everyone doing? Looks like we got a pretty big Raw coming up tonight. Tonight could still suck, but on paper it doesn't. We got John Cena. We got Brock on the show. Strowman's coming back. We got Hogan tributing Mean Gene. Could be some good stuff. I'm going to go over here, make sure we're all right. All right, we're up and running. Sweet. I added another light. Tried to brighten it up a little bit in here. Every time I do these streams, it just looks really dark, so tried that. What's going on, everybody? Oh, everybody's here. Dawn's here. Barry's here. What's up? Dr. Furman, How Wheezy, Mark Carter, Vontae. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, tonight, hopefully, will be a good crowd, a good turnout in here, because we definitely have a lot going on Raw. The last couple of weeks have been taped. The week prior to that was when WWE, or when the McMahons, vowed to start changing things up. So tonight really is kind of the beginning of it. It's first live Raw since all that shit went down, I think. So we'll see what they do. They got to shape up for Royal Rumble now, just 3 weeks away, so we got to get that card all set. I am completely out of the loop. I did not watch the Christmas Eve or the New Year's Eve Raw. Saw some clips, read a few of the results, and that was it. So I got to get my notes together and have a big episode this week, 526. Got a lot to discuss. All right, they're starting out here with the tribute to Mean Gene. I don't know if we're going to get a video package or they're going to go straight to Hogan. Oh, no, we got a brawl between Lashley and Seth. Yeah, I'm so out of the loop. If these two guys have started something with each other, I've completely missed it. What's going on, everybody? So y'all might have to fill me in on some shit that's going on, because you know what sucks about me? You know how crazy I am? I have not even watched the segment where AJ Styles decked McMahon. I haven't even seen that yet. I saw the clip of it, or I saw the still shot of it, but I never clicked on the video. I was lazy as shit during the holidays, so back to reality. Why are these guys brawling through fucking Gorilla? Everybody's trying to pull them apart. No way, Jose. There he is. He's still employed. Oh, now they're out on the stage. These two disrespectful fucks interrupted Mean Gene's tribute. Ya prick, as Mean Gene would say. This shaky-ass camera. Well, that's a different way to start Raw. Jamie Noble. I know I'm getting old when Jamie Noble's getting old. Holy shit. This is the new era. Well, you guys got to fill me in. What the fuck happened between these two guys last week that would make them want to brawl here? I missed all that. No Way Jose to All Elite Wrestling. Hell yeah. Yeah, is that Omega? Is that Omega pulling Seth off of Lashley? Signed with WWE, and they immediately pushed him to pull apart guy. It's a good spot to have. Oh, now Cena's coming out after all that? That's an interesting way. Seems like in that situation they'd go to commercial. No, Cena's wearing his green shirt again. I missed the green shirt, Cena. I did see the segment between him and Becky Lynch and the mixed tag. That I liked, but again, I didn't even see much of that SmackDown either. I've been working on other projects. For those of you who just joined, the show opened up with a Lashley and Seth Rollins pull apart. And that was it. And then Cena's music hit, and now he's out there with his long-ass hair. We live in a world where John Cena has more hair than Shawn Michaels. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I saw Bliss's interview show. A lot of people have interview shows, but that's always been the case. I think in the 80s we had 3 or 4 of them. We didn't have many in the 90s. We just had the King's Court, Heartbreak Hotel, Barbershop. Oh yeah, so we had plenty in the 90s too. Yeah, so I don't want anybody to complain about talk shows because that's been around forever. They do kind of suck now, I'll give you that, but it seems like WWE has always felt like you can never have too many. I mean, John Cena's always looked silly wearing that shit that he wears, but he just gets sillier looking the older he gets. Can you imagine this motherfucker out there at 60? I mean, if Flair could wrestle till he was 60, Cena can too. I can see him on Raw in 20 years. Fucking green shirt. Jorts. Dude. Ooh, EC3 confronting Cena. Might be fun. I don't know, those matches might suck though. Yeah, in the 80s, Jake and Piper's Pit and the Flower Shop and what else we had? We had something else. Oh, we gotta figure out what you're doing for Mania, don't we, Cena?
See, everybody here knows that on the road to WrestleMania there is one match that any superstar can grab that golden ticket. The golden ticket to a main event championship match at the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania.
Well, Cena's gonna announce that he's in the Rumble.
It's the Royal Rumble.
Well, we figured that, dude. You better be in the Royal Rumble. You're a wrestler. That's what wrestlers do. They rumble. Yeah, Brother Love Show. That's the other one I was trying to think of. No shit, Sherlock. We knew you would. Alrighty. Oh yeah, funeral parlors. See, there's been millions of them. McIntyre and Cena. What's up, Mark? I hope you had a good holiday too. I hope everybody did. I'm kind of glad it's fucking over, man. It's such a long, exhausting time of year. Back to normal. All little fuckers went back to school today. Great. You've waited for this moment for years?
Unlike everybody else, John, I do not care who you share your bed with or who you don't. I don't care about your stupid haircut. I don't care.
I care about his haircut. I hate it.
This fine looking thing, you don't care about this? Come on, man. I do not give a damn.
I don't give a damn. Can you imagine, just picture in your head, if John Cena and Drew McIntyre switched outfits? Just think about it. Look fucking hilarious. Just think of Drew dressed in that shit. Just think of that.
Because I happen to agree with him. John Cena, you are the greatest of all time.
So the funny thing is, I don't know, like Drew versus Cena at WrestleMania, that could go either way. You could do Drew versus Cena at WrestleMania and set up for it right here, or you could do Drew versus Cena tonight on Raw. Could go either way.
Do some research. Maybe you could check with the Shield. Oh wait, no. I single-handedly dismantled the Shield. Maybe you could check with Dolph Ziggler. No, I destroyed Ziggler in a cage match last week. I've got one for you.
Cena is not an all-time great. Oh, I disagree.
Your friend Kurt
You don't have to like him, but you can't be stupid.
what I'm capable of because
You should just say, I hate John Cena. Not Cena is not an all-time great, because that's incorrect.
I tapped him out to his own ankle lock. Joy.
I'd like to see whatever they have planned for Drew if he goes on this like run of just wiping out guys like Angle, then Cena.
And WWE and John Cena, I've come for you now.
What about this match? Drew McIntyre versus The Undertaker. What about that?
Guys, I was feeling pretty good. Start the show with a brawl.
Drew can beat Cena tonight or sometime between now and WrestleMania, knocking off Angle, knocking off Cena, and then he goes after the all-time legend Undertaker at WrestleMania. No title on the line. That allows Seth to challenge Brock.
This Drew
Cena could work with The Rock or something.
same thing every week from practically
I'd be all right with that.
single superstar. So much so that I had to leave so you guys would shut your mouth and think of a different promo.
Oh, snap.
What makes you any different than anyone else?
Yeah, Drew.
Maybe I could give you the same old, I know you want to pass the torch, and I'm gonna take it, or I can keep it this simple. They were all talk. I'm gonna bloody show you.
I'm gonna bloody show you. Okay, come show me. I need to take off my green hat first, but I'll be ready to fight. My green shirt's off too, but I still got my green wristbands. I don't leave home without them.
And Cena's ready to go, as is McIntyre. We've got a situation. Listen, Seth Rollins has gone absolutely crazy. He's gone crazy.
Little fella, are you lost? Why are you coming out here? Wow, Lashley and Cena.
Backstage, listen, it's not Bobby's fault. It's not his fault that he can't get a rematch against Dean Ambrose. If something doesn't get done about Seth Rollins,
Oh yeah, what are we gonna get? Lashley and McIntyre against Seth and Cena? You're gonna get a lawyer. I recommend Clarence Mason. He's great. Imagine Clarence Mason and Leo Rush together. Oh Lord. No, Seth. It's a Pier 6. Oh, there's Ambrose. Here comes JBL. I mean Cena. Cena, the more hair you have, the more your bald spot is visible. Cena, I don't think could be bald though. He wouldn't look right. Oh my God, my cat is going nuts on me. You all right, dude? Spaz, what's up, dude? How are you? And now Balor's coming out. You don't need theme music for every fucking run-in. I was okay with Drew's, but Balor should have just ran out there. All right. How many guys are involved there? Is that going to be a six-man? Who we got out there? We got Dean, we got Lashley, we got Seth, Cena. Who the fuck else? McIntyre. Is there enough for a six-man? Balor. Yep, six-man later. Yeah, so I guess during commercial break, somebody's going to come out. Probably Stephanie. Ugh. Maybe Cena should go bald but grow a beard. We've never seen Cena with any facial hair at all. Unless he's done it in a movie, but I've never seen any of his movies. I never even saw the one with, What's that one, the girl's name everybody hates now? Schumer, Amy Schumer? No, Bubbinator, there was not a 10-bell salute. I think, I guess they're not going to do one. They had a graphic for Mean Gene up on the screen, but it was interrupted by the brawl. So I guess they're just going to do the Hogan thing later. I kind of thought they would do the 10-bell and then have Hogan come out to open the show, but whatever. They're doing something for him. That's all that's important. Yeah, I mean, The Rock did that. I mean, The Rock pulls it off, though. I mean, he went with the bald head, you know, and then the goatee for a while. He was rocking the Austin look for a while there, but he pulled off the bald look. I don't know if Cena could unless he had some. I mean, without facial hair, he would look ridiculous. He'd probably look like Eric Young or something. You know, like a bigger version of him. Cena could be the leader of Sanity. Take over. I don't know if Hogan's going to main event. Part of me thinks that this six-man bullshit is either going to be, we're going to come back to commercial and that match is going to be underway, or it's going to be the main event. I don't know if we're going to see Hogan and Mean Gene main event. I think that's going to be like top of the hour type of thing. Either at 6 o'clock or 7. Gabriel, tell me something I don't know. Oh, Monday's back in Memphis, unrattled? Cool. Yeah, you'll be there. Yep, there it is. 6-man is right now. I was like, it's either going to be now or main event. Look at these two guys. I remember that pay-per-view match they had right after the Benoit murders. Cena beat him. Tito, you are going to town, man. Alex, a lot of those are, I started deleting them because some of them were getting hit with copyright shit randomly, like years after the fact. I would get a notification and I kind of panicked, and I didn't want anything to happen to my channel because of some stupid video from 2011, so I got rid of most of them. They gone. I mean, I still have them on my computer, but they're not on the YouTube anymore. Hey, what's up, Catherine? So glad you came back in one piece from Ireland with all those goodies you showed me. My God. Gang's all here. Holy shit. I didn't even look at what the audience was in here. We got 400 people in here. Hook me up with a like, y'all. Let's get those likes up to at least 100. I could use them. And I did not meet my goal of 25,000 subscribers at the end of 2018 because I missed a lot of the live streams at the end there. So if you can hook me up with a subscription, if you have not yet already, I'm here every Monday, live reacting to Raw, and I do most pay-per-views as well. And now I'm starting to do watch-alongs, and I got the link up to one of them in the corner there. I'm kind of practicing with that, and for the one, a lot of you guys want me to do Royal Rumble 2001, so I'm going to do that one this week. And I've made some adjustments to make it even easier to follow along on the network. I'm going to include a timer. I posted actually on the YouTube, you know, where you can make posts and post pictures and shit. I kind of put up a picture of what it'll look like. So I'm going to try doing some more of those watch-alongs. They don't get a ton of views, but all you guys loved it. You said it was really awesome, and those are relatively easy to do, so I can pump those out. So I'll try to do as many of those as I can. So look for Royal Rumble 2001 in the next several days, maybe a week. All right, in case you're scoring at home, we got Drew and Balor in the ring. Tag was just made to Lashley. And they got Balor cut off from the ring, and they're just working him over. We got Seth, Dean, and John Cena. That's a whole lot of SummerSlam matches going on there. Seth and Cena had a classic, and Seth and Balor had a classic. I would love, I mean, some guy, like a guy like Finn Balor, that's really the only way you can even attempt a salvage for someone like him, is have him win the Royal Rumble. Gives him a title shot, puts him in a major match at WrestleMania that means something. I mean, that's what they did with Benoit. I mean, Benoit was losing all those title matches for years, you know, never really got past a certain level, you know, Intercontinental title, semi-main event, and then finally in 2004 he broke free, won the Rumble and won the world title. A year after he was losing those same matches. So if WWE gives a shit about Balor and they don't want him to leave or go back to New Japan or go to All Elite Wrestling or whatever, whenever his contract is up, I have no idea, you know, might want to start treating him right. At least from a booking perspective. I'm sure he's paid nicely. It's not like they hate Balor. They're happy to have him there. They just don't do anything or capitalize on any of his history at all. With so many guys that are in the company like AJ and Gallows and Anderson. And sometimes WWE is really aware of what goes on outside of their walls. Other times they're completely naive to it. You know? I mean, they don't ignore Japan and stuff. They acknowledge where guys came from. So why are they so hell-bent on cock-blocking, you know, a Bullet Club formation of some kind? I just don't understand, you know? It's making no sense. Yeah, go subscribe to Spaz Phoenix's channel. He's one of us. He's a tube uber. You were in your, what, last week or during the year-end commentary? We got you a few subs that night. All Elite Wrestling is going to buy WWE next year. That sounds like what a TNA fan would have said back in 2010. Man, WWE's going to go out of business and TNA's going to rule the world. They're better wrestling. WWE's going to die, go out of business. The short-sightedness of that was delicious. Alright, well, I guess everybody missed me because we got a pretty decent audience in here. I'm generally not too much over 400 or 500 people. Very often, so that's cool. I don't know who's going to be the surprise entrance in the Rumble. I mean, Omega announced today, I think, that he's leaving New Japan, which we kind of knew. He dropped the belt at Wrestle Kingdom, and we know that he's either going to WWE or All Elite Wrestling. What's cool about this is that All Elite Wrestling now is going to force WWE, when it comes to guys like Kenny Omega, to actually maybe promise them something. Because it might not be all about the money. Kenny Omega probably does just fine. So they're going to have to pay him a lot on top, for number one, for him to even think about making this jump and working this grueling schedule and working for this fucking ass-backwards-ass company. He's going to have to be well compensated to do something like that. And then on top of that, they better promise him something meaningful to do in the company, you know? Like, if I were him, I would say, you got to bring me in like AJ Styles. I am not going to NXT. I want to be in the Rumble, and I want to have a major WrestleMania match against a top star. Doesn't have to be for the title, you know, baby steps. I know a lot of people want Kenny Omega to come in and win the Rumble and main event WrestleMania. That's not fair to the talent that's been there working. You know, so Kenny Omega doesn't need a main event WrestleMania right out of the gate. He can come in and do what like AJ did. AJ worked with Jericho. You know, Omega could come in and work with Balor or something. I don't know, or Seth Rollins or somebody else, just a top tier guy on the roster. That's what I would do. And then from there, he can go on to start getting title matches and maybe, you know, get that shot at SummerSlam or something like that. Like, to me, that would have to be what WWE needs to start promising. I know they don't like to promise titles or promise opportunities, or they only promise opportunities, I should say. But, you know, with Omega and other guys now, that might have to be something they have to do. Because if they're like, look, I'm not going to come here to be involved in meaningless fucking bullshit, repetitive matches on Raw every week where the fans just lose interest and don't care about me, and I turn into Dolph Ziggler in 2 years. I'm not coming into this company to do that. So you have to treat me better or I'm not coming. Like, that's what I would say if I was Omega. So it's interesting. Where in All Elite Wrestling, you know he's going to be, you know, right at the top of the card. So whatever he does, I'm not blaming him, and I'm not telling him what to do. If he goes to WWE, I'm sure he has his reasons, and I'm sure he's being paid really well. I missed the super chat up here. I'm going to go find that. Oh, yeah, Spaz. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the $5. Cody and the Bucks starting. Please watch us, and we're not WWE wrestling. Yeah, pretty much. But, I mean, they've got money behind them, which is good. Like, there's actually some money. It's not like, it seems like they have money and brains behind this operation. Granted, it hasn't started yet. There's still plenty of time to fuck shit up. But it doesn't give you that feel. Like, TNA, I never felt like would ever amount to shit. I mean, they're still around, but I just like what I'm hearing from All Elite. I don't know. I kind of think, Don, I see what you're saying there, and I think WWE thinks that. The run-of-the-mill, average, casual WWE fan might not be as familiar with Kenny Omega, but I think they will be as familiar with him as an AJ Styles, or close to it. And he was fine. I mean, Kenny's work is going to get him over anyway, with the fans. You put Kenny Omega in the ring in a title match against Daniel Bryan, oh my God. Pass the lotion. I mean, so he can be there and get over, I think, relatively quickly, but I know, like, in a Vince McMahon frame of mind or a Kevin Dunn or somebody like that, nobody's going to know who Omega is. They've always had that attitude, which now it's even dumber because everything's so accessible. Before in the territory days, wherever you lived, you could only watch that territory. That's all you would get on your local TV. But now in the age of the internet, you want to watch Japan, you can watch Japan. If you want to watch Impact or Ring of Honor, you can watch that shit. You can watch anything with one finger on a mouse. It's just so easy now. So it's not really hard to find out who these guys are. What's that site that we're on right now? What's it called? Tube, something Tube, that we're on. You can look up wrestling on here too. You might be able to find one or two matches. God, Cena's hair looks atrocious. He needs that fucking spray shit. He's got that Randy Savage bald spot going on. And if I had hair, I'd have the same thing, so I'm allowed to criticize. Yeah, I understand fans' urge to say, oh, Kenny Omega's going to be treated like shit, and I understand that because a lot of guys have, but that's not always the case. Look at Daniel Bryan, look at AJ Styles. Those guys are on the top of the mountain right now. So there's guys like that can be successful. It's not out of the question. But I don't want Kenny to come in and be Finn Balor. He's got to do something meaningful. Kenny Omega and fucking Matt Riddle 2 years from now at WrestleMania or something. Oh my God, could you imagine? Be fucking fun. Sky's the limit for Omega, provided they treat him like an AJ Styles. And if I was Omega, that's one thing I would negotiate. I'm like, I know it's really tough to negotiate titles and pushes, but I would say I'm going to be a top-level talent here or I'm leaving. Or give me an out clause to where if I start wrestling goddamn No Way Jose on Raw, then I'm leaving. Going back to Japan where it's normal. But money's going to have to talk otherwise, because Omega's heart is going to have to be with All Elite. He would like to be there, to help his buddies out, get this promotion going. He'd be a fucking figurehead. He'd be a goddamn cornerstone of that whole company. So in order for him to abandon those guys, there's got to be some serious bucks involved. Kenny Omega versus Aleister Black. Oh no, Lucy Starr, you're leaving? Clickbait? When the fuck have I ever used clickbait? Do you know what a reaction is? A reaction is somebody watching something, reacting to it, which is what I'm doing. So, I might be clickbait, but you're no read good. Yeah, see, that's if I was Omega, that's what I would negotiate to not have happen. I'm like, look, Vince, I'll come in, but the minute you team me with R-Truth, I get to not only leave the company, I get to work for another company the very next day. Waive my no-compete clause. I don't know, Chris. Thank you for that super chat. I don't know. I don't know, when it comes to bookers or whatever, a lot of it depends, too, on how the bookers work with each other, which I don't have that information. I don't know who works well with other people, really. You know, so there's plenty of good wrestling minds, but just because you have the best players doesn't mean you have the best team. So you can pick the 4 best bookers in wrestling history and put them in the same room, they're going to book shit. So it just depends. I think you need, you know, one brilliant mind and maybe some sort of a TV writer, you know, helping round shit out. I don't even know who the fuck's out there available. I definitely probably put like Dutch Mantel in there or something, but I don't know. Maybe it could just be like Vince Russo and Jim Cornette. Just them two. They'll be in charge of booking the entire promotion. Imagine how fun that would actually be. They'd hate each other. You'd have to put them in a padded room with no weapons because they'd, you know, handcuff their hands in order to stop them from eating each other or killing each other. But it would make for some entertaining fucking TV. Put Bischoff in AEW too. I don't know if he's really a booker. He's more of a producer type of guy. I don't know if Bischoff has ever done too much writing. I guess he has, maybe in TNA. Oh, they already announced the bookers for All Elite. Good, and it's handled. Kenny Dykstra is number 30. That would be great. Seems like this commercial break's been going on for like 5.5 years. Yeah, oh no, an offer has definitely been made to Omega, for sure. We know that. It's just a matter of what if he thinks it's worth it or not. Man, I'm just thinking, Spaz, with your super chat, imagine the Twitter traction that would get for Kenny Dykstra. Meaningless, invisible talent that nobody remembers. Fucking #1 trending topic in 1 second. Yeah, and if it was up to me, I would actually... I think I would prefer Omega going to All Elite. Not that he can't have great shit to do in WWE, it's just... WWE's just taking everybody. You know, we finally have some competition now, but really it's not competition. If WWE is able to stop Omega from going, they're able to snatch him away, that means they can take anybody. And I think that would be a bad omen kind of thing for the most sought-after free agent right now and an upstart company. And they're not able to grab him. WWE takes him. It just means they're going to take everybody. CM Punk is another guy. I wouldn't be surprised at all. That might be a good contingency plan, too. Solomon thinks he'll work one match in All Elite. I kind of think that he will, too. Punk's free and clear to do whatever he wants. Maybe any money that they're saving up and have earmarked for Omega, if he goes to WWE, they might take that money and offer it to Punk and try to counter the big news of Omega going into WWE with Punk wrestling a match for them, maybe on their inaugural show. Could you imagine that? First show, CM Punk returns. You really can't get any bigger than that. I heard they're talking to Goldberg, fucking Jericho, Jim Ross maybe involved in commentary, so hell yeah. There's plenty of legends out there too, but they don't want to over-legend the company. You know, put a few in there, it's fine, but otherwise, aren't you just really TNA at that point if you just get a whole bunch of ex-WWE guys that are well up there in age and well past their prime, and those guys start outweighing, you know, the good young talent that you have? You know, that's what happened to TNA. So I think if All Elite brings in old-timers, it needs to be big names. Jericho, Goldberg. Punk. Bull Dempsey. No, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, Barry, what's up? I was just gonna message you. If I had the choice, I'd rather do Royal Rumble because I don't know any. That means I gotta watch this fucking movie. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know the characters. I've never seen any Spider-Man movies. Like with the Royal Rumble, I'd have to watch the show to refresh my memory. Here, I'd have to learn every single thing about it. I think the Royal Rumble might be more fun. But if you really want me to do Spider-Man, I'll do it. But I probably won't be able to do it before January's over. Because I got 3 other projects. Yours is one of them. But if you're okay with the Rumble you asked me about, I'd prefer that one. You just let me know. No, I'm not past my prime. I'm in my prime. Maybe not. Things hurt now. I have no idea who is going to go into the Hall of Fame this year. I know who I'd like to see go in, but I don't know if that's really they're good predictions. I want to see Pillman and Davey Boy and Demolition and Bam Bam Bigelow and Rick Martel. As long as some of those guys go in, I'm happy. And I don't know who the hell the headliner is going to be. Whoa. Yeah, any word on that? We need to start thinking about that. It actually could be The Rock. But a headliner for this year, I don't know if we've really even given that thought. The only major name out there really is Rock. And Undertaker, although I don't think he's really retired. Dynamite Kid, I don't know, man. I love Dynamite, but we haven't even got the Bulldog in yet. So I think Bulldog comes first. He had a much longer and storied WWE run than Dynamite did. So I think Bulldog goes in first, or they go in as a tag team. Batista, that's another one. So we got Rock and Batista, I think might be the headline. I would love to see The Rock. I would like to see The Rock get inducted and have a match. I pitched the idea of a Cena match. Everybody's like, no, no. I'm like, well, it might actually be a little fun this time. Because it's not the main event, just a feature match or an attraction match. You can have the Hollywood tie-in. Maybe they can even... I would love to see Cena like make a cameo in one of Rock's movies or vice versa. I think that would be cool. I'd like to see a romantic comedy where the two of them star in it and they go after the same girl. I think that would be hilarious. Fucking Judd Apatow or some shit. You got the frog splash from Rollins. Nobody home. Kane? Kane's another one. He's in a pin. Ambrose. Why is Ambrose wearing a chain on his fucking jeans? Except for his wallet? I remember being in high school and like kids would have their wallets and this long ass fucking chain. He's like, to prevent people from stealing it. I'm like, how about recognize if you're being pickpocketed? RVD's a good name, sure. I'd love to see RVD go in. He wouldn't be a headliner though, but for sure. No, Sabu, no. I don't think WWE wants anything to do with Sabu. He is a crazy bastard. He's an asshole too. Jesus, Seth Rollins. God damn. It's not going to be long, and Mae Young and Mark Henry's hand is going to be drinking age. That's insane. I'm pretty sure their hand can already vote. I don't know if Magnum TA is in. I don't think that he is. Magnum TA should go in. He'd have been a huge star, man. I didn't see Triple H. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's talking to Bailey and Sasha. Oh, woman headliner. I don't know. Vloggy Villigity Vlog. I don't know if the women headlining is anything guaranteed. We don't know that yet. I'd like to see it happen, but nothing is set in stone. But if it does headline, they could do a female headliner. Not Sable, though. Between the two, I'd go China. But WWE seems so apprehensive to put her in. I'd be really surprised if she headlined. I would say no. I don't know if there's currently... I'd like to see Elizabeth go in way before Sable. Way before. But again, like headliners, I don't know if there's a woman headline worthy currently. There will be a few years from now, like 20 years from now, when Charlotte and Becky and Asuka go in. They'll be headliners. But we didn't have anybody big enough to be a headliner back in the day. You guys are way too close together. Ambrose and Rollins tonight. Falls count anywhere. It's a title match or no? Do you have to talk so close to each other? That's so weird. I've never had a conversation with a man that close. Oh, that's a whole lot of red and yellow. Oh, I like his old school Mean Gene shirt. God, he's fucking waddling. All right, it's coming up next. All right, y'all. Here's my thing with the Hogan deal. So a lot of people are not happy. Don't think he should be there on Raw. A lot of I saw the same comment. Everybody says the same shit. Nobody has an original thought. WWE's only putting Hogan out there because they know the fans won't boo him because he's tributing Mean Gene, and you know some fans aren't happy that he's back, and so this might help put a lid on some of the boos that WWE doesn't want for him. But I think regardless of whatever was going on with Hulk Hogan in his personal life and with all this controversy, this is something they would ask him to do anyway. If the whole suspension and removal from the Hall of Fame never happened, Hogan would still be coming out here tonight to tribute Mean Gene. The two of them were peanut butter and goddamn jelly. And this is one situation where I'm picking my battles. I'm not going to fucking fly off the rails about this because this is tributing Gene. And it's like, you've probably been in the situation, maybe. You ever been to like a funeral, somebody that you love dies? There might be other people there at the funeral that you don't like or you have an issue with, but they were important to the person that died. You're not gonna go to the funeral. It's like you're there to pay your respects to your dead friend, and this other person that you don't like, your dead friend would want them there, and you need to honor the wishes, kind of thing. So I just think that Mean Gene, if he was, if he died, he would want Hogan. If anybody was going to tribute him on TV, he would want Hogan to do it. Gene stuck by him. They remained friends through all that shit that Hogan was going through, with his stupid ass racist comments and shit. So we might not like what Hogan said. We might think WWE's hypocritical for bringing him back. They are. If you wanted to jump down the WWE's throat at Crown Jewel, I was right there with you. I agree 100%. But this is something to where I don't like Hogan really any more than anybody else does. But it would be important to Gene. He's the right guy to do this. And given their history and given Gene's longevity in the company and how he really helped the Hulk Hogan character. He did. He did. So Hogan's the guy to come out there and tribute him. You don't have to like it, but it's what Gene would have wanted, kind of thing. So it's weird. People are going to be on both sides of it, but if you're ever going to like take WWE to task or rip them apart for anything they're doing with Hogan, do that for everything else they're doing with Hogan. Do it with Crown Jewel. Do it with whatever they use him for at WrestleMania. If he inducts somebody else into the fucking Hall of Fame, feel free to just shit all over the guy. I don't care. But tonight, I'm choosing not to do that. So, there you go. Exactly. I actually tweeted that down ice. Like, I was far more offended by Hogan inducting Randy Savage. I thought that was kind of spitting on Savage. Savage did not like him. There were some stories that they kind of made up right at the end there, but still, too much bad history. And Hogan is so full of shit anyway. He's just a pathological liar. And even some of the things he was saying in the speech, he was my best friend. No, he wasn't. He was not your best friend. You lying sack of shit. So yeah, there's plenty of other things we can rip Hogan apart for, but I'm just choosing to respect Mean Gene. I don't have to like Hogan, but I'm not taking this too seriously. You don't need to see Hulk Hogan on TV every week. Well, luckily you're not. We haven't seen Hulk Hogan on TV every week in about 20 years. I can tolerate Hogan 5 times a year. It's not going to kill me. Not a big deal. And if he's out there tonight to tribute Mean Gene, well, that's the way it should be. By the way, I got a tribute to Mean Gene. It's up in the corner there, I think. Yeah, I got the link up there. If you want to watch my Mean Gene tribute later on tonight. 500 folks up in here in the chat. That's awesome. That is awesome. Make sure you subscribe if it's your first time. I'm looking at this work text.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all rise as we honor the life of
Did Tom Phillips and Corey Graves fuck and have a kid, and this guy is who it is? All right, they're going to do the 10 bell salute now. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, you guys are seeing Hogan before I am. Yeah, Dawn, I think Hogan will be cool. He's not going to make it about himself. WWE's told him what to say. Oh yeah, Jesse was the first one to say Mean Gene. Yeah, that's common knowledge. And the crowd goes mild. Definitely not the reaction of 2002 when he returned, huh? He's gotten a pop though. I mean, at this point too, like, fans aren't going to go apeshit over Hulk Hogan, but he's old. He's quite the legend in the business. If you can be like a young kid and just say that you saw him live, even if just for a second. I mean, of all the wrestling shows I've been to, I've only seen Hogan live in person, maybe 3 or 4 times. That's it. I never went to many WCW shows. I was at WrestleMania 3. I saw Hogan a couple times in 03 when he was in. There's the Mr. America, a couple of those television shows I was at. And somewhere else, but not many times. So if you can be 15 years old and be in the crowd and see Hulk Hogan, he's looking every bit of his age now. I do like the shirt. God, Hogan's kind of fat. Hogan, man, he's just still here. All these guys, Heenan and Okerlund and Piper and all these guys are all gone. Hogan did house shows.
So let's take a look.
Yeah, totally. He did lots of house shows. A little piece on Mean Gene. I always like Gene whenever he's interviewing somebody. If they're saying some crazy shit, he would sometimes always kind of look at the camera, or he'd kind of like nod or do an eyebrow or something. It was almost like sometimes he was looking at the fans saying, "Can you believe this shit?" You know. See, that's when I saw Gene for the first time. I used to get the AWA programming when I lived in the Midwest, and I remember him with hair, man.
I thank you very much. You've already given me my haircut. Gene, I want you to look me right square in the eye. Which one? I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm not going to insult you.
And I mentioned in my Gene episode that motherfucker had balls the size of watermelons, man. He didn't give a shit what kind of crazy, you know, scary heel he was interviewing. He would call out the manager, you know, give him shit, get in their face, tell him that he disapproved of him. He would never cower down or run away, very rarely. So he was 76, so yeah, back in those days he would have been in his 40s.
Guys, are you sure we're in the right place? Male or female? I didn't check. Neither did I. They're half monkey and half weasel. Heathen! Wait a minute, Heathen. What's going on here? Get out of here! We're gonna get along great. For some reason, I don't quite buy that. Are you calling me a liar? The answers were great. And they had the best with Gene Okerlund.
I remember AWA too. He'd interview like Crusher and shit, and like he could barely talk. And sometimes in those cases, Gene would just kind of guide it along, you know, keep him on the path that he needs to get him on, keep him on. When the SummerSlam picture or the thing fell down, I don't know why he said fuck it. Why didn't he say what the fuck? Oh, that episode where him and Heenan went to headquarters was funny. I remember that. Titans where he dressed in that. Oh my god.
Nobody talks turkey better than Gene Okerlund.
That's pretty good little tribute here.
But what am I? Welcome to a place where memories come to life.
Gonna miss that voice, man. Man's man. Perverted. Hilarious. Love Gene.
My favorite friend. Great guy.
I'm slightly concerned with Pat Patterson too, his age. He's getting up there. Me too, Gene. I'm ready for a beer and a bratwurst too. He was always singing and dancing.
Wrestling has meant everything to me.
I remember as a fan, like, I was not happy when he left WWE and went to WCW. It was similar to how the Savage thing made me feel. Because I'm like, dude, you are WWE. What the fuck are you going there for?
If I'm called, they'll have a funeral. I want you to bury me face down. And then all of my critics can kiss my ass.
Ha, I forgot he said that. Well, I hope we're not burying Gene face down. Don't bury me at all, y'all. Cremate me. Roll me in a joint and smoke me. I am claustrophobic as fuck.
See what I mean? He was one of a kind.
We know that, Hulk.
Truly speak for the whole WWE universe, all the WWE superstars, anybody that's ever watched the WWE, Mean Gene, We love you, my brother.
We love you, Gene.
You know, guys, I gotta tell you, being out here in the ring without Mean Gene, it's not, you know, he's not here, but he is right here. He's right here, man. I love you, Mean Gene. I miss you.
Yeah, see what I mean? I mean, everybody's coming around on this. You can be all panties in a bunch about Hogan being out there if you want. It's fine, I get it. But this is what Gene would have expected them to do and wanted. Next week, you can go back to hating Hogan again. It's fine. Just leave him alone for tonight, at least.
You got the Hulkamaniac shirt on, brother. What do you want me to do? You guys think one more time? Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I know exactly what you're doing, brother. You're up there, and all the angels are saying tutti frutti on top of those big white clouds. I know that you're.
Is that what they're doing? Singing Tutti Frutti?
Tag match together, brother. The tag match between the Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior versus Roddy Piper and Mr. Perfect.
Damn, that's a good match.
And I also know that Andre the Giant is a special referee, brother.
Andre's a referee. Hopefully, it's the 1970s Andre.
Probably breaking up a fight between your close personal friends, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
This is the best part of his promo right here.
And you know something, Mean Gene? I heard those weights clanging and banging up there at the pearly gates. And brother, you don't have to get so swole up. You've only got a choice between Moolah and Mae Young, brother.
Ew. Ew.
So Mean Gene,
Just took a turn for the worse.
I guess there's just one question left to ask. All the maniacs up there, brother. What you gonna do when Mean Gene Omania runs wild on you, brother?
Making a Twitter poll.
Hogan is heartbroken like so many others. We all miss Mean Gene, but we're here to celebrate his life.
Cool. I tweeted out the match. I want to see who's going to win. So we got a tag match that Hogan announced. Roddy Piper and Mr. Perfect versus Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior with Andre the Giant as the special guest referee. You can vote for that right now over on the Twitter. That was a good tribute. I especially liked the end with Hogan name dropping all the legends. That was good. I mean, I thought it was appropriate. You know, it's all, I mean, the fans are just so goddamn negative. Stop hogging the TV time and all this Hogan. He's just out there tributing Mean Gene. Give him a fucking break. Goddamn. And it was good. Really nice video package there, too. They did the 10-bell salute. They treated Gene right. No fan should have any sort of complaint at all with what they did. If you do, you're just looking for shit to complain about. I'm like, if I'm thinking of like what a modern day Hulk Hogan is going to come out there and say on the mic, he said exactly what I thought he'd say. You know? And surprised us at the end with some funny ass shit. All right. 2 minutes in, we got about 40 votes on this thing. We got 75% for Savage and Warrior so far. Come on, Piper and Perfect. That's who I'd vote for. So yeah, we got the top of the hour coming up here, so I don't know. Yeah, Hogan might have gone a little bit long there because they might have wanted to have something planned for the top of the hour here. Yeah, exactly, St. Francis. You know, like, all the fans that are worried about Hogan, you know, taking up the spotlight, if the fans were to boo him, the fans would be trying to hog the spotlight by fucking opening up their mouth and taking the attention off of Mean Gene and putting it on Hogan. The fans would be the cause of that. You know, I'm like, just shut the fuck up for once in your goddamn lives, wrestling fans. Please, I'm begging you. Shut your snot lockers. Your shit trappers, or whatever the fuck they're called. God. I forgot what sober is like. I'm only on my first beer. I'm taking it easy. I woke up this morning with a little bit of a cough, and I was sick a few weeks ago, and I never get sick. So if I get sick fucking again, I'm going to be pissed, because I have a lot of shit to do this week and a lot of recording to do. You know, we got Chase Field, man. Royal Rumble. I could technically go to that. It's not far. But I'm not going. I'm going to stay here and react to it. How many women we got in the company right now? Is there enough to fill a Rumble, or we got to get some legends in there? Oh God, what is this? A lumberjack match? Why is the Titantron so fucking dark? Oh, probably for Glorious. My Stella is delicious as always. I love the matching robes. Adorbs. Catherine, you're on the wagon till your birthday? Damn. Ireland did a number on you. If I need a liver transplant, I ain't calling you. I'm gonna call someone who doesn't drink as much as you, like Charlie Sheen. How gay is GoodMicWork? Dude, I'm super gay. If you were here more often, you'd see my boyfriend hanging out with me. You should see the way the two of us go to town and double team on your mom. I mean, she's screaming that she can't take it anymore, but like the other 23 hours of the day, we just think she's full of shit and we just keep going. And she loves it. She loves it. Talks a lot about you. Says that she wants us to film it so we can show it to you. She's a weirdo. She's a freak. She's your mom, though. She's your business. But I wish you the best, and hopefully you come back to the Gay Mike Work channel one day. Lots of gay things on this channel. Gay things come in all shapes and sizes. Are the titles on the line here? We can get the Revival over to SmackDown. Get them in the ring with the Usos. You know, if they brought in the women's tag team titles, you know, they're doing that. Vince announced it, but there's still speculation as to if they're going to do one set of belts or two set of belts. And I think they should just do one, and I think they should do one for both. Maybe they can change them both up at the same time. If they bring the women's tag team titles in, and have them defended on both shows. Maybe you can do that with the men's tag too and unify them. And if you do that, the tag team division all of a sudden looks really good. Because you got a shit ton of teams all vying for one set of titles. It'll be just like the 80s. I just don't think you need two sets. And maybe it could be WWE's way, too, of slowly fizzling out the brand split. Because we still don't know what's going to happen when they go to Fox this year. So maybe this can be one way of just kind of beginning the unraveling of that. Have one set of women's tags, combine the men's, have the tag teams work both shows. That would be hell to fucking keep track of, though, scheduling-wise. Travel-wise for the talent. Because a lot of times SmackDown runs house shows on Mondays, don't they? And vice versa. I don't know how any of that shit's going to work. Yeah, I think I am going to, how easy, I think I'm going to live stream NXT TakeOver. I'm going to take off the whole weekend, I think, and do TakeOver on Saturday, and then the Rumble on Sunday. So yeah, I'll probably have that like a full weekend of fun. And then a couple months after that, it's going to be WrestleMania, and then it's going to be nuts. Then it's going to be Hall of Fame. Then it's going to be just like I did last year. I did the Hall of Fame. I did TakeOver. Even WrestleMania Sunday, prior to WrestleMania, I came up and did a short, like 30-minute live stream. Then I watched the pay-per-view and came up and did a stream after. So I'll probably do a lot of similar shit this year for WrestleMania. Make a whole week of it. Week-long festivities. I don't know who from WWE is going to go to All Elite. It just depends on what contract statuses are with guys. And if they would think there'd be any interest in All Elite. You know, like take somebody for like Bo Dallas, for example. Bo Dallas is the type of guy that's probably just better off in WWE. As far as how long he's been there, how much he's being currently paid. He's not a big enough name to go over to All Elite Wrestling and dominate and make big money. He's probably going to be paid based on his name value, which ain't that much. Where in WWE, he's probably doing all right. So there's certain guys I think it's better for them to stick around in WWE. It's probably why Dolph Ziggler's hanging out there. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler could go to Japan or the Independents and have kick-ass matches with everybody, but he's not going to be any more visible than he is now. In WWE, he's much more visible as Dolph Ziggler, as this character that he's been for the last, I don't know how many years now. And if he goes over to the Independents or All Elite and becomes Nick, whatever the fuck his name is, sure, he might have a little bit more respect from the indie fans, and he might have some good matches, plenty of them, maybe even win a belt. But as far as like his fame, I don't think it's going to get any higher than what he currently has in WWE. So it just depends on a lot of, I think each situation too is different. And a lot of fans just insist that the Independents or Japan would be a better place for Dolph. If that was the case, he would have already gone there. Because he's re-signed like twice. I swear we've gone through 2 Dolph Ziggler contract signings where we're like, he should leave. And then he doesn't. He stays. Because he knows where his fucking bread is buttered. How about WWE teasing us with the Rhino firing? We just all assumed that, yeah, he's old and he's never there and he's involved in politics now and he's kind of part-time anyway. They're probably just parting ways, but there he is. He's out there.
Are they contagious? I don't think so. Contract the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. People with type 2 diabetes are excited about the potential of once-weekly Ozempic.
I can definitely see William Regal going in this year. I thought he was going to go in last year. Is there an NXT Blackpool show? When the fuck is that? Oh. I don't need to lose 12 pounds. I'll be anorexic.
Ozempic should not be the first medicine for treating diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis.
Oh shit, it's the UK. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Wait, I'm confused. Is there not a takeover during Royal Rumble? See, I'm not even aware of this UK takeover shit. Well, fuck. That's Saturday. That's next Saturday. That's this Saturday. Fuck. Well, I'm all out of the loop. So they're not doing a takeover of Royal Rumble weekend? Yeah, it's just, I'm seeing that now, Spaz. Thanks. I'm just so not knowing what's going on right now. I barely paid attention to shit the whole month of December. Well, what the fuck are they doing the night before the Rumble? Nothing? Hey, dude. Come up here. Oh gosh. Come on, buddy. We got a cat in the house here. Come on. Oh, are you alright? Dude. Sorry, buddy. You're the one that wanted to climb up here. Oh, Catherine, I want all of that. I want pork shoulder, I want mac and cheese, and I sort of want pie. I'm not a big pie fan. Don't tell The Rock that. Okay, UK takeover is separate. Okay, that's what I thought. So now NXT UK is doing their own takeovers? I'm dizzy. Okay, Takeover Phoenix is a thing too? Good. Thank you for filling me in. Yeah, when I was watching Wrestle Kingdom the other night, somebody was like, yeah, like, it's cool that you watch these things. He's like, but, I was like, I don't want to sound like a hipster or anything, but you should watch more of it. And I totally get it. I should, because every time I do, I'm amazed by it. But I can't even keep track of fucking NXT. So, I pay for New Japan World, but they're lucky if they get me 4 times a year. Alright, so there's 2 fucking takeovers. Great. Well, I'm not watching the one in Blackpool. Or I'll watch it, but I'm not watching it live. I'll be working. Probably won't review it either. I'll mention something about it in whatever episode is that week. There's too much shit to follow, man. God damn. That's funny, Catherine. What if all 8 pounds went to one boob and not the other? You could, like, be on TV and shit. Who I think is going to be the next to kick the bucket. I'd rather not speculate on that. I don't think Howard Finkel's doing too good. Pat Patterson's getting older. Oh, that was good. Backflip into a German neckbreaker pinning combination. All right. I still don't know if this is a tag team title match or not. I don't think it is. Got the tights. Oh. Splash onto the German. Oh no, the titles are on the line. Okay. Yeah, Dawn, I imagine it would. You go up into a bra store. Be like, you got any bras where one is 8 pounds bigger than the other? Yes, ma'am. Right this way. That would be aisle 6.
Dash Wilder, the powder keg of the revival, comes crashing down.
We call it the OBT aisle, the one big tit. I mean, it's getting to the point where there's just some monstrous names, you know, that are not left anymore. We've already had, like, Gorilla and Bobby and those guys gone for so long, and, well, not really Bobby, but now it's like we're just losing them all. What's going on with you, buddy? Oh, Catherine. I'm going to send you the fucking best video of this guy, because you'll like it. Ah. Retained. So his foot was on the rope? I didn't even see that. You down with OBT? Yeah, you know me. I remember being young and OPP and Baby Got Back kind of came out close together, I think, like maybe a year or so apart. Somewhere around there, and I remember my dad seeing me listen to it and being like, wait, this song's about pussy and this song's about ass? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay. He just walked away. I'm like 16 or whatever the fuck. Hey, buddy. Oh, Baron Corbin and Elias. Ugh. No thanks. Damn, still a good audience in here. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. After my 2-week holiday break. It's good to be back. I got a very happy cat in my lap right now. He is. You happy, buddy? I feel bad about what happened to Toni Storm. Some asshole leaked her nudes. I haven't even looked them up. But, she deleted all her social media. Fucking traumatized her something good, apparently. So fucked up, man. Why that always happens to people. I don't know. There's a lot of people on the push Elias bandwagon, but he's a strange talent. I don't think it's as cut and dry. I see so many people on Twitter saying that, like, he better get a belt this year or whatever. I'm like, man, the dude's on TV every week. He's got that guitar. He's got that gimmick. He performs for the audience. They chant with him. He's got him in the palm of his hand. A belt would look totally great around his waist, but a title belt is also, what's it going to change about him? Nothing. He's going to come out there and do the same thing, have the same matches. So with so much else going on with his character, I think WWE will put a belt on him at some point. They should, for sure. But it's probably not top priority right now, or not something that they think, oh, he deserves. You know, it's always not, like, about that. Elias is more charisma and character and look and persona than he is in-ring work, you know? A guy like Finn Balor, I think, should win an Intercontinental title before a guy like Elias. Because Finn Balor could benefit from a title run, where Elias, not that he wouldn't benefit from it, it's just, he's already in a good spot, you know? I'm not sure if we're gonna see Elias in in main events ever. We might not. We might see him do this forever, like literally, with the occasional IC title run here or there. Maybe a trip over to SmackDown. Maybe he finds a way. Maybe another musically gifted talent comes into the WWE in the next year or two, and they form a tag team. I'd rather you not step over by my microphone, buddy. Here, come on, over here. I still love that, like, gay is such a go-to insult. Sean C. You're such a pathetic little prick with the most unoriginal fucking insults. You stupid little bastard, last picked in gym class little fuck. Going online calling people gay. I'll slap you so hard you'll be gay. You little fuckwad. Are you gay? You gay? No, are you 5? Is that what goes on in the schoolyard? Kids get in a fight and they just call each other gay? That's what you do? Renee, I am just noticing your dress. GoodMicWork approved. Thanks, Cam Vlogs. Appreciate the sub. Let's try to get these subs climbing back up. I need to be back on the upward climb. I was on a roll there for a while, and things tapered off at the end of the year because of my lack of streams. But yeah, we got a bunch of new ones in here tonight. Sweet. We'll get up to 25,000 hopefully by next week. So hook me up. Yeah, calling people gay is gay. That's true. It just, like, the gay insult to me just screams. It's just always a certain type of person that says it. It screams insecurity. No ability to fucking think beyond the most simple-minded type of shit. Probably got the fucking social life of a goddamn turtle. You're not gonna fucking get your dick sucked until the next asteroid hits. By the way, I gotta go get another delicious Stella. Be right back. Not even a very far trek. All right. Oh, I gotta go check that Twitter poll. My phone is blowing up over here. Let's go see. Oh yeah, Savage and Warrior are dominating the Twitter poll. 200 votes, 71%, 29%. Turtles. Well, maybe a social life of like a sloth. That slow-ass, dumb animal that just lays there and pisses on itself. Or a koala bear or something. That's who Steve, or whoever the fuck his name is, that's who he is. Probably gets D's and F's in high school. Probably has to go to summer school. Probably rides the bus. Lives with his alcoholic mother and uncle. Oh yeah, that's right. If we're actually curious about what the main event is going to be, it's going to be Lesnar, I guess. I guess it could be at the top of the hour here, but I doubt it. But no, Brian, Lesnar has not yet appeared. And Strowman is here too, so I don't know if he's good to go. He's been working out. I've been seeing him in the gym on Twitter, so he's on the mend. So we just had a long EC3 promo there. What's up, Elias? What are you going to sing about this week? Oh, I meant the school bus, Joey G. Or my mom used to call it the yellow fella. Anytime I get in trouble, she'd be like... Because like, when I was in school, like, for some reason, It like wasn't cool to like ride the bus. So before I was old enough to drive, I would get my mom or a friend who was old enough to drive me to school. But if I ever did something wrong, she goes, "I'm gonna make you ride the yellow fella." That's what I always called the school bus. As Elias is rocking out here, let me enter the super chat from Chris. Thanks, dude, for the $5. You're awesome. If they sign Omega, could these segments with Triple H lead to a Seth heel turn to feud with him for the title? Feud with Omega for the title? Maybe. I mean, if Seth is the guy to go into WrestleMania and beat Brock, he's gonna need challengers after WrestleMania. What a better first challenger than Omega. But I still think you'd save that match for at least SummerSlam. I'm assuming that's what you're asking there, but I appreciate that, Chris.
South America, South Africa, Australia, all across Europe, Paris, Italy, I mean, all across the U.S.
Oh yeah, Joey, you're gonna put one on the list? All right, dude. I'll look for it. I'll be interested to hear what you want me to do one on.
And there is a universal truth that follows me everywhere I go, and everyone here knows it.
I got a big one coming up. I'm hoping to do it in a week. Who the fuck is he wrestling again? Oh, Elias with that sexy beard. Catherine, I hope you're controlling yourself wherever you are.
2018 was great. It is nothing but what I've got in store for 2019. See, on January 27th,
Seth versus Bryan at Mania. I'd rather see Seth and Brock.
into Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. I will take
I still want to see Daniel Bryan and The Miz. I still do.
7,000 people,
I ain't giving up on that.
and I will enter and win the Royal Rumble.
You will enter the Royal Rumble, but you will not win. I'm so sorry, Elias.
But I gotta say, as much as I enjoy my own successes, I have also enjoyed the failures of Baron Corbin.
Thank you, calling it as it is 2.0. I appreciate that. And I'm doing another one this week, and I've made improvements. The next one I'm going to do is 2001. I'm going to put a timer in the corner so you can sync up your network, and I'm going to use sporadic in and out footage, very small, shrunken down, just to help guide you through it and keep you updated.
All the times he has wronged me.
I think it's going to be good. So I'm going to film that like this week.
That I'd like to share right now.
And I also got a Patreon video coming up from Reese Jones. Hoping to do that, or hoping to finish that by the end of the week. Got another one coming up for Barry, which, Barry, did you ever respond to me about my question about the Royal Rumble instead of Spider-Man? If you did, I missed it. I'm sorry. I got that one to do. I've got another Royal Rumble review that I'm doing on my own. So that's 3.
Another mind-numbing performance.
And I got a big podcast episode coming up this week. We have so much to get into with, Wrestle Kingdom and the last few weeks of TV and the Royal Rumble and
Just like you,
whatever the hell we see here tonight.
they have no idea
Kenny Omega speculation.
job as respected and high stress as being the general manager of Monday Night Raw. After everything I did for you and everyone around the world, I should have your respect. As a matter
Why are you still wearing that dumb outfit?
everyone's respect and admiration. And that's the problem. You don't get it. You don't understand, so you disrespect.
Jacob, it could be, but I'm not going to use it like for the whole time. I got a really tiny screen in the bottom there. I'm going to go in and out with it. Every 10 minutes I'll run it for 2 minutes or whatever. There's so many fucking YouTubers that do this. It's fine. The worst that can happen to me is WWE just takes the money from it or blocks it. It won't harm my channel at all. So I'm going to try it, see how it goes.
Gonna win it, and I will main event WrestleMania. So I see you already got
But my old WrestleMania commentary, that got taken out because I was using such long stretches of footage that I was talking over.
stupid word. Why don't you do us all a favor and shut
Take your vest off. Don't forget that, you little weirdo. Like, now that you're not Constable or GM anymore, like, why are you wearing dress pants? Now you really look like a waiter. He quit. He got fired from Applebee's. He's probably at Chili's now. There was a place that serves the big onion. He's there, out back. Now, I'm glad everybody seemed to really like that watch along. Like, the response was good. Like I said, the views weren't huge. There's under 2,000 views on it, but it's cool. They're really easy to do, and they're pretty fun to do. So I'm doing the 2001 Royal Rumble match this week. I'm adding a few features to it to make it easier to follow along, and it should be fun. No, what happened? Spaz, you got hit with the Twitter police? Twitter police hasn't come after me. What's going on Twitter?
So as quantity goes up, quality goes down. So how do you explain Popeye's $3.99 chicken and a biscuit? I can't explain it. It's delicious. This makes no sense. Get more than you paid for with 3 pieces and a biscuit for just $3.99. Before we start, how much is my tax prep gonna cost? Can't really say that.
I'm not gonna fart in the mic, because y'all will probably smell it.
Transparent pricing, so you know the price before you begin. So it can work like that. Yep. Oh, so you want transparency?
Oh, okay, sorry, Barry. You did respond to me you sent me a message on Twitter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do it if that's what you want. No problem, I'll do it. It's just gonna be February, not January.
Upfront transparent pricing. Only from H&R Block. In person or online. Block has your back.
Yeah, how easy do it. I even pulled it up myself just to see how it looked. You know, just pull up WWE Network, pull up another window with mine, and then just sync it at the cue when I tell you to. It works perfectly. But next time around, I'm going to have a timer so you can just match it up. It'll be much easier. That way, if you want to fast forward, because with the current way I'm doing it, if you want to, like, skip ahead, it's hard to do it that way. You're going to have to, like, do the math on the time, and that's annoying. So with the timer now being on the screen, you can skip ahead, and all you got to do is just match up the time on with mine and the network.
Some folks say less is more. That's ridiculous. More is more.
So yeah, I'm gonna try these watch-alongs. They seem pretty cool. They're relatively easy to do. I bought a tripod for my phone so I can kind of set it up, and I'll try to improve on like the lighting because I don't have any like professional lights. So what I did for the Rumble is I took I've got like a bunch of these like household like desk lamps. I took off the lampshade and I put like 3 of them around the room and just kind of shined them on me. And I faced this way and with my shelf behind me, and it looked pretty good. I thought the video was pretty good, the quality of it, and I can even improve on it more. I'm using an iPhone 8S to record the video, which is perfectly sharp. I don't have a super nice camera, and I have this webcam here, which isn't that great. So I think it might be a nice addition to the channel, just something fun to do that doesn't take up much time. It's very easy to edit. Actually, that's not true. It's not very easy to edit because there's so many components, but once you put it all together, it's fine.
Get started for free today at homelight.com. Eating well doesn't have to be the same old boring routine. And with 3
Okay, Barry, you were here? That's cool.
delicious. Our huge selection of meal plans are crafted to fit any lifestyle. Whether you're vegan, paleo, or starting keto.
Well, that's cool. So I'm going to start... I hate watching movies. God, but I'm going to do it. So yeah, I'll try to watch that movie and make some notes on it. But that's the thing, like, so many wrestling fans, that's one thing I'm worried about. Your idea for the Zoe, I underestimated it. That was such a great idea because everybody loved that shit. Which really kind of gave me an idea what my audience age is, because here I thought people would shit on the idea, and everybody's like, I used to watch that show. So everybody used to watch that shit. I never heard of it, and all of you, like, know very much about it. So I found that funny. But with the superhero shit, a lot of wrestling fans are superhero movie fans, and I'm not. I'm gonna sound like a moron. It's like, so Spider-Man did the web thing, and he shot it up to the roof, and he climbed it, and like I'm just gonna sound like a moron. But maybe I'll be proved wrong again because you were spot on with the Zoe video. So if I do a Spider-Man review and everybody loves it, who knows? I ain't gonna doubt you. That's for sure. But I don't even watch movies in general. Like, I just don't. Catherine, I am not watching Harry Potter ever.
And we're back live on Monday Night Raw. Baron Corbin versus
We're gonna have to be really drunk.
one-on-one as Elias looks to fight back, and Corbin with a knee to the midsection. Both of these men earlier tonight declaring for the Royal Rumble match in 3 weeks at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Baron Corbin, such speed for a big man.
He's very quick when nobody's looking.
Everyone in the arena was looking, Renee. Baron Corbin just showed
He's very quick when people aren't looking. What are you talking about, Renee?
why everybody refuses to give Corbin his just due. He's an incredible athlete. He played in the NFL. He's a Golden Gloves boxing
Okay,
champion.
wait. Why are you friends with him? Can you give some of that?
Why am I friends with him?
Yes. Where do
Why would I not be friends with him? Of course I do.
Nobody respects him. Why do you respect this man?
Because I know the real Baron Corbin, and he's an honest, hard-working man who took pride in trying to keep Monday Night Raw the best possible condition that he could. Baron Corbin trying
Yeah, Saints Eagles, my God. Did the Bears get fucked over?
into the
Oh,
ring.
man.
I think it's an indictment of the human condition.
I sent my friend, he's a big Bears fan. I sent him a picture of the two doinks from WrestleMania 9. And he just texted back, "Fuck you." I thought it was funny. I felt bad for him, man. Even as a Lions fan, I'm like, man, the Bears I thought had a good team. Defensively were pretty nuts. I would have liked to see them do something and make some noise, and they had that game fucking won.
Baron Corbin has been in a previous Royal Rumble matches. Elias made his Royal Rumble debut last year. Lasted 26 minutes.
Much longer than Barrett's one.
Elias made his debut last year in the Rumble?
Performance last year. He lasted over
Or maybe not his debut, but he had a first Rumble, I guess. It's like, how long has he been around now?
earn an opportunity against the champion of his choosing at WrestleMania.
I think that this could actually be the year of Elias.
I cannot get over how uncomfortable I would be wrestling in that shit that Baron Corbin wears. Fucking retarded.
Right in the face.
You were at that game, Luna? Holy shit.
That knee.
I would imagine it did hurt. I mean, that was in Chicago, right? And I saw they opened up with like Dick Buttkiss and all this shit. Like the Chicago legend Urlacher, I think, was there too. Crowd's all fired up. Playoff game or wild card game or whatever.
Athleticism by Elias.
And how many people have that
God, oh, the poor kicker.
of Elias, as well as that athleticism?
Elbow caught Corbin in the face again, and now fouls it up with a right hand.
Yeah, the Seahawks lost too. But they didn't lose like that. Seahawks kind of were getting beat there. Who's in the Spider? Like, I get the kids confused. The Spider-Man kid, I get him confused with, I get Tobey Maguire confused with a kid that's like him. I can't think of who he is, though.
Fired up here tonight. Corbin has any clue where he is right now.
Corbin is in the weeds.
And
I don't even know what Bird Box is. I just see it written everywhere. Is it a show or a movie or a book? Or a reality? What the fuck is it? What the fuck is Bird Box? Whatever it is, I'll never know and I'll never watch it.
hooks the leg, near fall. Corbin looks like he's seen a ghost right now. Elias showing a great deal of intensity.
I don't care about the Cowboys enough to hate them.
Elias now with
I hate Jerry Jones. That stupid redneck, but the Cowboys at the end of the day are the Cowboys. They ain't gonna win the Super Bowl.
high-risk maneuver from Elias.
They won't even make it.
Able to adjust in midair. Yeah, momentarily. Elias though runs for the right hand. Avoided the referee.
Oh yeah, Elijah Wood. Thank you. I'm like, who's the other kid? Gerard knew what I was saying. Elijah Wood and Tobey Maguire. To me, in my head, I've always thought they were the same kid. Because what was Elijah Wood in? Was he Harry Potter? One of them fuckers was Harry Potter. Yeah, Elijah Wood and Tobey Maguire. Thank you. It's so funny. Yeah, Elijah Wood was in. He was Back to the Future. No, Corbin won this shit. I like the fans shaking the Papa John's box in his face. Is that where he works now? He doesn't work at Applebee's. It's Papa John's.
Here you see Elias
Yeah, of all the teams winning the Super Bowl this year, I'm not. Cowboys is on the very bottom of my list. You never know; they could surprise some people, but even if they do escape and get into the Super Bowl somehow, KC or LA or somebody's gonna smack them down. And don't even get me started on New England. God, Cowboys don't want none of them. Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings. Well then who's Harry Potter? Which fucking guy's Harry Potter? He's one of them too. He looks like all of them. Lord of the Rings, that's right. And I get Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter confused, and I get Elijah Wood and Tobey Maguire confused. I get the two Usos confused. No, I don't think the Eagles are going to get in either. They're lucky enough to sneak in as it was. Where they finished like 9-7. I want Saints. I want Saints in on the NFC. But a little worried about the Rams. How crazy would it be? How crazy would it be to have a Rams Chargers Super Bowl? Holy fuck. Daniel Radcliffe? Alright. That's that kid's name? My sister would be so mad at me. She loves the Harry Potter stuff. She read all the books, and I was like, they made a book out of that movie? And she goes, no, dumbass. Yeah, if you're thinking, like, if the NFL is thinking like WWE and the NFL is thinking like Vince McMahon, excuse me, they want Saints Pats. They want Brady Breeze, winner retires. Hell, loser probably retires. I'm single, oh my god. Oh, that guy looks like a douchebag. That's who you're dating? Nikki Bella? Every douchebag guy looks the same. Wears the same shirt, has the same fucking haircut, talks the same way. Douche. I know it's so bittersweet for a San Diego person like me. Like, so much heartache for so many years over the Chargers. They had good teams and they fucking screwed it up, or they'd have a really good year and they'd win 11, 12, sometimes 13 games and then lose in the playoffs. And then they just had years of sucking. They moved the team, and now that they leave San Diego, now all of a sudden, they got a legitimate shot to make the Super Bowl, and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, LA is so close. I mean, if you're driving at night, hell, Catherine was with me. You're driving at night, maybe hour and a half, hour 45 minutes at the most to get up there. It's virtually the same, not that far away, and can still root for the team. But nobody here in San Diego really does. Everybody's very bitter about the whole thing. But the players don't change. There's still a lot of players. Like Phillip Rivers has done a lot for the community here in San Diego. He's very much beloved here in town. So, rooting for somebody like him or other players there, it's not their fault. They're on a team that's all fucked up. So I'm kind of like, I'm a closet rooting for them. I don't think I'm allowed to say that around too many of my friends, but, I wish they would have done it when they were here in San Diego. That would have been nice, but, I mean, how ironic that San Diego and St. Louis leave and show up and then both make the Super Bowl. LA a year ago had no teams, and now they have two, and they're both in the Super Bowl. Go figure. Southern California. It's the place to be, y'all.
I recommend Pro-Enamel because it helps protect and strengthen your enamel. It's Pro-Enamel. It's the positive thing.
Oh yeah, Eagles could win. I'm not saying they can't win. But if I was like putting money on it and stuff, I wouldn't be putting any on Eagles or Cowboys. But I could be wrong. Yeah, a ring on Rivers would really complete what is kind of a controversial career. I think he's a great quarterback. He puts up great numbers. And I think he's better than some Super Bowl winning. I think he's better than Flacco and guys like that have won Super Bowls. I think he's better than Dilfer and, you know, other like mediocre quarterbacks that got big deals because they have a ring. Rivers has spent his whole career here. I don't know if Eli would have won titles here, you know, if it would have been Eli Manning, you know. Eli might have sucked a lot worse. All right, so we're getting Strowman now. So here's the thing about Strowman. I personally want to see Brock be champion at WrestleMania because I want to see Brock lose the title at WrestleMania. And in order to do that, Strowman can't beat him. So what do they do here? They beat Strowman again. He's lost like twice to Brock, maybe more. We have to sit through that shit again. But what else do you do? I love Strowman. I've wanted him to be WWE champion ever since he started getting over. But even now, it's like, well, why didn't they just do it a couple months ago? If they're going to do it at the Royal Rumble, why didn't they just do it right off the bat? Why didn't they do it when Roman dropped the belt? You know what I mean? So I think that when Roman forfeited the belt, they should have just gone with Strowman. So the fact that they went with Brock makes me think that they're planning to have Brock go into the WrestleMania as champion. Otherwise, you just put the belt on Strowman, right? So how do we get out of this match at the Royal Rumble with Brock Lesnar leaving as champion and with Braun Strowman not being demoted down to fucking Zack Ryder status? Is there any way to avoid that? Any type of wonky-ass finish they can do? What are they chanting? Oh, get these hands. You don't want the microphone? He looks like he's ready to wrestle. Oh, here comes Heyman.
Ladies and gentlemen, and monster in the ring
Monster. Oh, Brock's backstage.
is Paul Heyman. Advocate for the reigning,
Defending.
undisputed, universal heavyweight champion, Brock Lesnar. Now, a monster standing in the ring, looking for a
Braun, I don't like the way you're looking at me.
face
Is he staring at you guys too?
Is that what you're doing, Mr.
Don't look at me like that. No eye contact. Don't make eye contact with him.
I know you were brought up in your household as a monster, but permit me, sir, to give you a bit of an education.
Oh shit, what am I thinking?
Much money
Sorry to interrupt you, Paul Heyman. I forgot about the fucking college.
Lesnar faced with his
Fucking national championship is on. Fuck. Clemson's up 28-16. Completely forgot.
But here's the lesson you need to learn.
Alright. Greg's really in the loop tonight. I don't know when takeovers are, fucking championship games.
And the change in the face-to-face confrontation is for your benefit, Mr. Strowman. Because if Brock Lesnar came down to that ring to get those hands, he wouldn't have an opponent at the Royal Rumble event. He would just have another victim looking up from the
Why is Strowman looking at the camera instead of at the Titantron?
Lesnar. Let this be.
He's completely undressing me.
No reason.
Get in line, baby.
Braun Strowman to thank Brock Lesnar. No reason to thank me. Hey, you're welcome.
Fabian, they have not announced the first on deck D. They usually do that in January, don't they? Like the first Raw or so? Hopefully we get that soon. Maybe not this week.
Beastie boy.
Beastie Boy. It's not really an insult, Braun Strowman. Beastie Boys are fucking awesome.
I'm standing in the ring, waiting for you.
Yeah, he's waiting for you. You gotta fight for your right.
That's it? That's the best he's got. You're gonna hide up there behind your advocate, aren't you? Well, you're in front of me. I'm standing behind you.
Yeah, Strowman. Why? Brock's not hiding. He's already beat you like 10 times.
I'm right here, Brock, in the ring. Your ring. So why don't you come down here and get in my face like your advocate told everyone you were gonna do? Next. That's the best you got?
Yeah, that's a good debate for later during the next commercial break. If The Rock does go in, who inducts him? Austin? Cena? Eugene?
Because all I'm hearing is blah, blah, blah. Brock Lesnar's afraid of Braun Strowman.
As much as I love you, Braun, I'm not even thinking that because Brock is not afraid of you.
Brock Lesnar doesn't want to be face to face with the monster of all men. Well, I'm right here, Brock, and you're up there hiding on that screen like a coward. You should probably thank Paul for keeping you back there, because if you came down here right now, you ain't making it to the Royal Rumble.
This is an unnecessary camera angle here, like to have Braun talking into the camera. All you need is a wide shot from behind, from over Strowman's shoulder, looking up at the Tron. What's this shit? Oh, Brock wants to go. Brock! Brock? Mr. Lesnar?
Reese does what he wants, and I guess he's heard enough. And Brock Lesnar appears to be on his way out here. Braun Strowman
We're gonna go to commercial break.
remains ready.
No, I guess he is coming. Brock.
I don't think Heyman wants Brock to come out here, but you think? Well, listen, I mean, remember Heyman's 11th commandment, thou shalt not intentionally provoke the beast. That's what Braun Strowman has done. And here
Foley would be a good option for Rock, too.
the beast, Brock Lesnar.
I don't know about Vince. I liked Vince Singh doing Austin and Austin only because of the history there. Because Vince, if Vince was going to put in everybody that was huge for him, he would have put in Hogan and stuff. So I don't think Vince would induct The Rock. I could be wrong, though.
These two clash at the Rumble event. But tonight, Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman, same arena, same ring, same time.
Ron Simmons inducting The Rock. Maybe the Hurricane. Pritchard. Now Lesnar's doing his long walk. We got 5 minutes till the top of the hour, so I guess Lesnar's going to do a few laps here.
Brock Lesnar, psychological warfare, circling the ring.
Triple H, I don't think so. Triple H would be a good option, yes, but I feel like it wouldn't be Triple H. But I could see it.
I don't think Brock Lesnar knows what fear means.
Nope, now he's leaving.
Lesnar's a prime
Like, Braun, if you're that mad, all you had to do is jump out of the ring. When Brock was walking all the way around, all you had to do is jump out and get him. It's not like he was going to run. No, Braun, I don't think we're going to be calling you that. If I was a betting man. No, I've not been up to Anaheim for a show yet. I've been to Anaheim for a hockey game. It's just a train ride away. It's not far, but I've not been up for a WWE show. Maybe next pay-per-view. Kevin Hart inducting The Rock. Yeah, I was going to say, if they want to do a celebrity, I was trying to think of a celebrity that it would be. Kevin Hart would probably be the one. Oh, Spaz, I thought you meant the time. I'm like, 8:50. 8:50. We gotta get you more than 8:50, man. Get you 1,000. Come on. That's our... Well, the channel's doing pretty good here tonight. I think we've got over 100... We do. We have well over 100 subs in here tonight. Nice. Good job, y'all. Thank you so much. Smash that like button. Keep them likes up. Doing good. Back on the comeback trail here on this channel. Lots of stuff coming to you in January. Lots of shit. I got a Royal Rumble review. I've got a Patreon video discussing a lot of shit from the Attitude Era. I got at least one more watch along. Gonna be a big Royal Rumble weekend. Got a big episode coming this week to kind of catch up on everything that we've missed and have coming up here with the Royal Rumble. Yeah, January's loaded. I got a full plate right now. Last night was crazy. I was up late. I was literally working on 3 projects at the same time. I had one over here, one over here. I was like putting a couple minutes over here, and then going over here and working on some shit and just doing random stuff and making some notes. Now I got like a bunch of shit I need to record, and I should be good to go.
Metastatic breast cancer is relentless. But I'm relentless too. NBC doesn't take a day off. And neither will I. I treat my NBC with everyday Verzenio.
I don't like these depressing commercials.
Take it every day. Verzenio is the only CDK4 and 6 inhibitor approved with hormonal therapy.
Bruce Wayne, you're damn right, man. I'm an egg. I'm a sexy ass egg, bitch. John Travolta inducting The Rock. I don't know if Travolta needs to be anywhere near the wrestling business. I've met Travolta before. He was a regular. He had a private helicopter pad in Wilmington, North Carolina, where I used to live, and he would vacation there, and he would fly his private fucking helicopter into town. And one night, I'm managing the front door, and it's a big night, and I'm standing up at the front. And these regulars, they're there weekly, come in. I'm like, I forgot their names now, Millers or something. I'm like, hey, Mr. Miller, I shake his hand, good to see you. I'm like, how many do you have tonight? He goes, oh, we got 3. I'm like, oh, you got 3, cool, like right this way. And a guy comes in behind him dressed all in black in a black baseball cap. And so I'm walking him all the way across the restaurant to the table, talking to the wife. How's it been? How's your kids? You know, is this table okay for you? I basically acted as the maitre d' that night. I'm sitting him down, I'm talking. And then their friend comes behind me and sits down, and he kind of looks up at me, and it's fucking John Travolta. And I'm like, oh, you guys know fucking John Travolta? And I kind of shake his hand. I'm like, it's a pleasure to meet you. And it was really weird. I walked back. I'm like, the fucking Millers are friends with John Travolta. They just brought him into dinner. And he ordered chicken parmesan. Because it was an Italian restaurant that I was managing at the time. He ordered our version of a chicken parmesan. And the food runner has got his food. I was kind of looking at him, making sure everything looks all right. I'm like, okay, go run this out to John Travolta. And he goes, can I please tell him this is a Royale with cheese? And I was like, no, I will. He wasn't amused, but he was cool. How many guys we got involved in the Rumble already? A good, at least a dozen. This looks like Brady Bunch, the fucking... Somebody do that. Somebody make that Rumble graphic and then dub over the Brady Bunch theme song. Look at Alicia Fox. The Singh brothers are telling her to chill.
By obliterating Apollo Crews, I would like for us all.
That is kind of funny how, like, you got the Zen master
Please lead the way.
fucking gender with the most spazzy ass talent, Alicia Fox.
Shine, T. Shine.
Like, I've always thought Alicia Fox was possessed.
Shine, T.
See, she might be. Look at her. She is straight up demon.
Hold on.
Shine.
You, the black shirt. Beside the fat guy. You think you're too good to breathe with Alicia Fox?
Yep,
Yep, uh-huh.
You with the beard. No, not you. Your girlfriend.
That's awesome.
Or how about you? The guy with one right foot and two left feet. You think you're too good to fight tranquility?
Who's got 3 feet up in here?
Hell am I? Oh yeah, I'm in Orlando. Yuck!
One thing I'll say for Alicia Fox, she is probably insane in the sack.
Sir! To meditate with a modern day
Who's she married to? Who's that lucky guy? She probably puts him in the hospital a couple times a month. Alright, so this is a handicap match. Jinder Mahal, both Singh brothers, and Alicia Fox versus Ember Moon. Cool. I didn't know that was advertised. Now, this is the second time you've mentioned me farting into the mic. I'm worried you have some sort of fetish that you best just keep to yourself. I'm sure there's farting porn you can look up. I'm almost positive there is. There's everything else. Yeah, we're sure. Ember Moon, a transgender? I think Apollo Crews would be one before she is. He's got a bigger rack than her. I think Apollo Crews is intergender. Or transgender. Apollo and Ember are the future of WWE right here? I hope this team is not the future of WWE. Oh yeah, he had a big win, didn't he? Who'd he beat? Or he got an Intercontinental title match, is that what it was? I read the results, didn't see it. Is that? Oh my god, that is him. They are in Orlando. I see him right out there. Fucking, he is still going to shows. Tie-dye guy. He's over the right-hand top ring corner. He's wearing black and white. Wow. I met that guy so many times going to shows. He was everywhere. I never went to a show where he wasn't there. I don't know how many times I sat next to him. Crazy. And I know he's a Florida guy. That's crazy. He is still fucking going to shows. I mean, I probably met that guy for the first time like 23 years ago or something. Like, that's crazy. Fucking nuts, man. He's wearing black, and he's kind of dressed like Hulk Hogan, Jay. He's wearing black and white, a bandana, sunglasses. He's over the top right ring post. From the hard cam's perspective, the top right. Oh my god, that sell. That was a Scott Hall sell on that stunner. See, he's standing up right now on the outside of the ring. I want to see that Eclipse again. She bounced the way Scott Hall did. That was awesome. No, never went to culinary school or considered it. The money wasn't in the back of the house. The money was in the front of the house. Which is not fair because the cooks are... The chefs make really good money, but... when you're paying your dues and sous chef and line cooks and stuff, like, you can make 4 times more money serving. So that's what I did. I know, I was kind of mesmerized there by Alexa. Jesus. Fucking Christ. Yeah, Darren Pfeffer, you recognize that too. I don't know why I didn't say anything. I think I was almost like entranced. I was watching them put the makeup on her. I'm like, can she be any hotter? Like, goddamn. Fuck, universe. Yeah, thanks for the $5, Darren. I'm gonna put it towards a big picture of Alexa Bliss to hang in my... everywhere. I want to buy 10 pictures. Bliss makes you want to be an organ donor. She does that to everybody. What's that joke about the... What's better than roses on a piano? Tulips on an organ? Something like that. Yeah, awesome. It depends on where you are. Like, not all places are going to be way more money. You know, you can work in a chain restaurant where serving isn't really going to get you that much more money. But if you work in a nice place, you might have to deal with some unsavory customers here or there, but you're still working less hours. When I was a server, I had a take-home pay of $60,000 a year, and I worked 25 hours a week. Nothing. You know, you're having $200, $300, $400, in some cases $500 nights. You're working 5 solid hours, and you're gone. You're out the door. And you do that 5 days a week, you're working 25 hours. And, you know, a take-home pay of 60 grand, what does that have to be in a salary job to take home that much money? 80 grand? 80 plus? You know, after taxes, you're probably taking home about 60. So, yeah, just front of the house, there's so much stupid money there. If you can find a good place, you know, that's nice. Nice restaurant with good wine, good food, expensive. You know, learn how to serve and, you know, learn about food and wine and all that shit. Put it to use, and you can make killer fucking money. I always did. I always felt like I was cheating, you know, like all these people with these real fucking jobs. You know, I'm making almost as much as a goddamn low-level engineer. It's not fair, you know. But you got to find the right place. You got to, you know, you have to be good. You can't just like go in somewhere and be like, oh, I want to be a server. No, you have to. Serving is a lot like wrestling or a lot like a football team or whatever. You're only going to get a roster spot if you're good, you know. So if you're not any good, you're not going to get the good schedule, and you're not going to get the quality nights and the quality days. But if you're at the top of your game, like I always was, you know, I always got taken care of, you know. And I would repay them by taking care of me, by taking care of them and making sure shit's done right. The customers have a good experience and they're coming back. And the tips are... What the hell? Oh, this is Alexa. All right. What's up, girl? So your talk show is on the stage? It's not even in the ring? Who does Corey Graves love more, Alexa Bliss or Mandy Rose? I like Alexa Bliss more. Jesus fucking Christ. She's almost a little bit too stupid pretty for me. I just want to hook up with her. I don't think I could be in a relationship with her. She'd drive me crazy. High maintenance as fuck.
But don't worry, because that all changes tonight, because you will forever be known as the home of the history-making premiere episode of A Moment of Bliss.
Coffee. Why didn't you drink your coffee before you came out there, Miss Bliss? Unless you're dumping that on yourself, you don't really need to be having that out here. Your little pink cup. She's like, what, the Regis and Kelly Lee or whatever. Kelly? She's Kelly. Except hotter. Yeah, it depends on where you live, too. You know, my advice, even if you like, I didn't live in a very big town when I was growing up, but I got a good job in a really high-dollar steakhouse. That's what you want to look for. Stay away from chains. Stay away from anything like that. Find a good, busy, privately owned restaurant, preferably that's been around town for a long time, that has moderately, you know, moderate to expensive food. Just try to work in the nicest place your town has. Now, if that place is out back and that's the nicest place your town has, then it might be a little harder, but... You know, in San Diego here, you know, there's hundreds of fucking really fine, high-quality restaurants. My advice is go seek out those places. Start bussing tables, washing dishes. Just get your fucking foot in the door somewhere. Put your time in there, pay your dues, you'll move up. Money will come. I'm not even a fan of, like, crazy eye makeup and stuff, but she just looks really good in it. Oh, we get Smiling Ronda this week. All right. Never know what Rousey we're going to get. Yeah, college town, you're right. College towns are a good place, too, because on the flip side of that, if you can't find a good, expensive place, you know, with high-dollar foods, find, like, a really crazy busy bar. You know, and instead of making, like, giant chunks of money at a time, you do a lot of quantity in customers, but at the end, you're taking home a lot of money. So, a really good, really busy bar, where if you can bartend and just sling drinks for 5 hours, you'll pull in a couple $100 easily. So... Yeah, if you can't go for quality, then go for quantity. Just work for a place where you're just getting crushed. But then you're working hard. And then it evens out. The key is to find the most money for the least amount of work.
I want to be a champion you guys can all be proud of. And in order to do that...
Rhonda, what are you talking about?
Chase after my limits with a vengeance.
Chase after your limits with a vengeance.
Who's pushed everyone in that locker room to their absolute limit in that ring. I'm talking about someone with more athleticism in her little finger than Charlotte Flair has in her whole body.
Natalia?
I'm talking about a woman with a more harrowing story with Becky Lynch. I'm talking about a woman that puts my love for
I missed the Natalia Ronda match.
She is this business. I'm talking about the real Cinderella story. The real Rocky Balboa of the women's division. I'm talking about the unsung hero of Monday Night Raw. Sasha Banks.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Natalia. Sasha Banks? Sasha and Ronda at the Rumble?
I thought you were talking about me.
No, you beautiful dumbass. She was not. Who the fuck is this? Oh, God.
I mean, cue the romance music, am I right? Should we all
Yeah, you're right.
leave and have you and Sasha have like a moonlight dinner or something? Sounds like somebody's got a girl crush on Sasha Banks.
Oh, you're not annoying at all, Nia Jax.
Aren't you forgetting about somebody? I mean, I know you'd like to forget about me, but we have some unfinished business.
No, you don't. She beat the fucking shit out of you.
See, I wasn't my best. But that
You
was
got no
me,
unfinished
and I
business.
did
Your
to the
business is
team.
finished.
And I'm like, new year, new me, right? Right?
Yeah, no way.
She's right. She knows.
Yeah.
Right. Seth Rollins is getting a rematch tonight. I think I'm entitled to my rematch as well. When am I going to get it?
Why would you want your arm broken? Nia Jax, you dumb girl. Okay, so what's going to happen now? So is Alexa able to wrestle? Because this is a tag team match waiting to happen.
Debut show of the
Oh, don't be too happy about it.
Extremely honored for those amazing kind words. And you're absolutely right. It is better to look ahead and not back. And I am standing right here in front of you saying that I would love to face you for the Raw Women's Championship.
Oh yeah, let's all smile. Why don't you just seal it with a kiss? What the fuck,
Because
man?
it will also be my absolute pleasure to teach you how to lose with dignity and class.
Well, at least Sasha's saying she's gonna beat her. Good.
Wait, hold on. Excuse
If they started making out, I was gonna lose my mind.
There is a 300.5-ounce Samoan standing right in front of you that could rip your face off. No. I could break.
Damn, is Nia 3 bills for real?
None of you. Get in line.
Shit. She's a beast.
Bitch, what line?
Oh no.
I am the
Getting
winner.
real now.
Ring right here.
I got my legit brass knuckles on.
Winner faces Ronda.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Sasha Banks at least is making sense. Fine, you slut. Meet me in the ring. We'll fight. Winner gets Ronda. What are you, a pussy? What are you, a big floppy pussy? I guess you are. Oh, you're friends with Alexa Bliss now.
I mean, I'm the bitch, but I'm not a bitch. I'm the bitch. So Sasha made a fool of herself.
Am I going to hell if I want the chair to break?
I love it.
I am, aren't I? You ever seen, I think I've brought this up before. You ever seen Shallow Hal with Jack Black and Gwyneth Paltrow's like that giant woman? And she breaks the chair in the restaurant or whatever, and Jack Black's like, "What the fuck? This is an outrage. What is this shit made out of?" And the waiter goes, steel? Oh god, I don't know what makes me think of that shit. Alright, cool. I will be right back. I'm gonna grab a beer. Might as well.
Are they meant to be together? This is an ultimate test to see if we're really meant to be together. Ladies and gentlemen, let me be the first to welcome you to Temptation Island. Cheers, guys. Here's to Temptation Island. So you've agreed to go on a journey where you're going to date other people. Standing in front of you are 24 single men and women, all here for one reason, that's to find love.
This is huge. I'm putting a lot on the line for this.
There's a very real possibility this is goodbye forever. The fact that my life could change after this is very scary. It's a fantasy experience that will answer their ultimate question. Should we really be together?
Come hang out with me.
Temptation Island got the best of me, and it turned me to a monster.
How is this happening?
Are you strong enough to go into this?
He participated in something? I'm done. I'm done.
Temptation Island. New series premieres January 15th on USA. Non-GMO ingredients, no artificial flavors. All the energy dogs need, and nothing they don't.
Alright.
It's hard work packing so much goodness into a $5 billet, but it's a labor of love. A love of filling your belly for only $5. Right, that came out weird, but you take my point. Stop into KFC for 5 different ways to fill up for only $5. Money can be the difference between missing your family reunion or being the surprise guest. At Jackson Hewitt, we help lots of people like you. You could get up to $3,500 with a no-fee refund advance. So why wait?
Alright. I am all out of Stellas. I have to find a different beer in the fridge. I got all this other shit in here.
We can't guarantee you'll be good at that water jet thingy, but we can guarantee the best price on this hotel.
I have some
or any accommodation.
double IPAs in there. I don't want to drink those, but I also have
Booking
this
done.
Hawaiian beer, this Kona Brewing Company, blonde ale. Oh man, it's a pussy beer. 4.2% alcohol. Those double IPAs were 8. Yeah, I'm drinking this. I ain't trying to get wasted up in here. Drink this blonde ale. Oh, this commercial again? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh.
This is good. We're talking dancing while eating good. The new creamy Vermont mac and cheese bowl. One of the many new craveable
There's a bunch of... Can y'all hear that?
calendars.
On the mic, there's a bunch of tapping. Sounds like somebody's using a hammer. All right, we still got commercial. At least I didn't miss anything. All right, and we got 39 minutes left of Raw. We don't get that overrun anymore. How nice is that to not have to worry about that shit? Otherwise, we'd have damn near another hour till the shit was over.
So how do you explain Popeye's $3.99 chicken and a biscuit? I can't explain it. It's delicious. This makes no sense. Get more than you paid for with 3 pieces and a biscuit for just $3.99.
All right, Sasha, Nia. We got Bayley and Tamina on the outside of the ring. You got to go Sasha here. They're not going to give Nia another shot. That would be dumb. Especially after she got straight up owned at TLC. And then Becky knocked her ass out in the back. They've been doing jack fuck with Sasha and Bayley. Nia, how dumb are you? Stupid ass.
I'm also the fight Sasha Banks. There's a size discrepancy here. I don't know. She's got to keep rolling with what she's got now.
Sasha Banks has faced Nia Jax in the past. They have a bit of a history. Sasha, a 4-time women's champion.
That's cool. I think Sasha and Ronda could be a fun match. It gets that match out of the way, especially if they're going to move Sasha on to a tag team with Bayley for a while. Run with the tag belts and then an eventual split and then off to singles again. So it's kind of might be the end of Sasha Banks' singles run for a while. So getting a match in now with Ronda while they have the chance might be what they're doing here. And you know it'll be a good match. Ronda will beat her. And then maybe Sasha and Bayley win the tag belts at Mania or something. Still don't know when those are debuting or whatever, but I would assume that might be a WrestleMania thing. What y'all think? Unless they do some interference here and there's no and there's no winner. I really don't want it to be a triple threat. I hope they don't do something fucked up where they both... See, there's the tie-dye guy right there over Tamina's shoulder with the Eagle shirt on. I don't want these two to face Ronda at the Rumble. It's got to be singles. Save a Ronda Rousey triple threat for maybe if she ever drops the belt. $23 a week for health insurance? Yes, that is good. You gotta be young. I actually, if it weren't for my job, I wouldn't have health insurance. I wouldn't be able to afford it. But it's factored into my shit, so... I know, tie-dye guy usually is wearing tie-dye, but tonight he's not. He must be a big Eagles fan. Oh my! Damn! Dropped her on a box. Is that box always out there? That always got a big-ass box? Oh my god, that is a good bump. She didn't even fall from very far. She wasn't that much higher off the box, but she took a good bump on it. Good job, Nia Jax. You keep with it, girl. You got to win this match. I have no interest in seeing Nia Jax work with Ronda again. count faster. Was that Tamina talking? I didn't know Tamina talked. When did you start talking, girl? I don't like the Skittles disease commercial. That's been around for years. That one freaks me out, too. Alright, well, we took a little bit of a decrease in viewership now. We're still over 300 people in here, though. Pretty awesome. Good amount of subs in here, so make sure you subscribe. We're trying to climb up to 25,000. We're getting closer. We've had over 100 subs come in tonight. Hopefully by next week or the week after, we'll get to that 25K. The ever elusive 25K.
Just so you know, my income won't always be this modest.
No worries. We're here to help.
But I got a lot of things happening, so next year it should be pretty impressive.
Yeah? Good for you.
I'm actually calling you from my yacht.
You're not in a yacht. You're in a conference room. Oh, what was that?
Nothing. Just, one of my sailors.
Oh, thanks, Joey G. Is that the,
Is that true?
Oh, she's right.
what you were telling me about earlier?
Spent $9 on milk.
I don't think I checked my GoodMicWork email today. Can't wait to see what your request is. Interested. Well, thank you for that, man. Oh, that's a good one, dude. That was a good show.
Cheese wraps, 2 for $4 bagels with cream cheese spread, and 2 for $5 bacon, egg, and cheese croissants with Dunkin' Go-Tos. America runs on Dunkin'. For $6 at Burger King, choose either the $6 King Box with a flame-grilled Robert fries, a drink, and 2 cookies, or choose from the 2 for $6 mix-and-match deal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm reading some of your shit. Yeah, I like that one too, dude. It did get taken down though, so I could definitely approve upon that now. That would be fun. I might even change up my top 10 list, but no, dude, your show is great. That's a good request. Yep, that's on the calendar officially. I'll start getting to work on that. Probably. God, there's so much stuff coming. I think maybe right after Royal Rumble, I can get that one knocked out. That'll be a good one. Nice. Well, appreciate that, Joey. Joey just is gonna have an awesome video for us done. But thanks for the donation and the support. You're awesome. People like you guys are keeping this channel alive. This shit ain't free. I'm always buying something for the channel. I know, James, I've been getting a lot of I was reading the comments of the Zoe video and people are filling me in on Britney Spears' sister, Jane, whatever the fuck her name is. But I guess she got pregnant when she was on that show to one of the producers and she was 16 or something. What the fuck? Some R. Kelly shit going on that show. So I didn't even know about the whole backstory. I just thought it was some dumbass preteen show or teenage show. It's horrible acting and unrealistic and corny and weird and all of that, but apparently it was much more. I know, I think when Catherine was watching the show for me and getting me prepared, and then I finally watched the show, I'm like, Britney Spears' sister is pretty hot, and then I'm like, wait, I don't think I'm allowed to say that. And she goes, no, you're not. I'm like, okay. Maybe I am now because she's of age, but damn, she was I cannot believe that story you guys are telling me about how young she was and all that went down. I miss all the old USA shows. Silk Stockings would always come on after Raw in the 90s a lot. And that fucking theme song and that opening and that intro. Because I used to record all the Raws on VHS tape back in the day. So every single one of my Raws, you always record, back in the days of VCRs, you would set it to record past the time of the show just to make sure you got the whole show in. So every single Raw I ever have recorded has the beginning of Silk Stockings on it. And it would be some beginning spot, somebody get killed, and then it would go into the sexy little weird intro. And it would always be sex related. There'll always be two people doing it, and then the dude chokes that woman and strangles her. Oh my god. Oh, is she gonna drop right down? No. The face breaker. Damn, Nia is. Damn, look how far back Nia's hairline goes. Jesus. She's about to look like GoodMicWork up in here. Just give Nia a goatee. We'll be twinsies. The best foot thing I ever saw was in football. I guess it was Rex Ryan. I guess it was leaked, or somebody found out him and his wife had some weird foot fetish thing. And then, like, I think it was Wes Welker, somebody for the Patriots was doing a press conference. And he said the word foot or feet like 20 times during the press conference. Like, they asked him a question, what's your strategy for this week against the Bears or whatever? And he's like, well, we're just going to put one foot in front of the other and, you know, put our best foot forward and hopefully we can just stay on our feet and win the game and just say all this shit. Like, trolling the fuck. Oh, no, it was the Jets. I'm sorry. They were playing the Jets. Just trolling the fuck out of Rex Ryan. Oh, my God. Hilarious. The only thing I know about foot fetishes is Rex Ryan and Wes Welker. How gross is that? Nia Jax or Sasha Banks is so small compared to. Oh, that was like a Samoan drop into an F5 into a Snake Eyes, or something. I don't know what you call that at all. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sure she does, Renee.
Nia's getting frustrated. This is a problem with Sasha Banks. She does not quit.
Nia Jax has faced Sasha in the past. She knows that about Banks. Bayley pleading with Sasha Banks to just stay down.
Cheering for her to stay down.
I don't know. Sasha might be hurt. She might have wrenched her neck a bit. Wasn't the best landing. That's not an advisable move for somebody who already has, like, safety issues. She shouldn't be Samoan dropping bitches off the top rope. She doesn't even know how to throw a punch. Look at Bayley getting after Tamina. I don't know why Tamina's dressed like Baron Corbin. Oh! Nia just slammed herself into the ring post. Hope that ring post is all right. Jesus. Sasha, I got a bad feeling. Oh, Lord. Girl. Nia's arm just draped over the side of the ring is classic. God. I don't know how many times Banks has dove off and almost killed herself. Nia's gonna tap. All right, Sasha and Ronda, good. That's the way it should have been. Oh yeah, what didn't Nia Jax tweet out some shit complaining about something? Calling the own goddamn company she worked for racist? I don't know if she's in character. I'm guessing she is. Otherwise, that's a pretty fucking stupid thing to say. I think the best response came from Dillinger. Had some shit to say about her. Loved it. Oh, good job, Sasha. Actually looking forward to that match, even though I know who's going to win. Alright, that's going to be our main... Oh, the title is on the line. Well, considering all that brawling that took place before, wouldn't you think that, like, Lashley or something's going to come out and fuck this thing up and Rollins is going to lose? I don't know if you really put the belt back on Seth here. She's doing a keg stand on Total Divas. Girl, aren't you a little bit old for that? Actually, I did one in my 30s. I guess, who am I saying? Who am I talking? Nikki, I don't like that douchebag you're dating. Probably a little dick. But I know, looks come first, and so will he. Rambo mode. I really like the first 3 words of your post. Excellent. Would love to. Oh, I did. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the fucking game. I don't even have it on the TV. What's the score? Clemson's blowing them out? Good. Fuck Alabama. Oh, nice. 37-16. Up by 21. Stomping them. 2 undefeated teams. Good. I cannot stand Alabama. Fucking hate Nick Saban. His little tiny Napoleon ass. Yelling and screaming. I'd knock his ass out. I don't know how any of those players don't choke him. He's just like, in that fucking deep south like that, he's like literally like a god there. Like, Alabama college football is all they have in Alabama. You know, like, it's everything to them. And he's literally, he's royalty. He really is. And I find that annoying. And I want him to lose. And I'm glad that he is. And if he ever yelled at me the way he yells at his players or his assistant coaches, he'd be missing more teeth than Cesaro. Of course I remember Killer Khan. I used to be kind of scared of Killer Khan. Came into WWE for a short time. Worked with Hogan, actually. It's one of the first days I think I saw the green mist come out of a wrestler. Killer Khan was a bit scary. But he was just another, you know, another scary heel for Hogan to beat. That's all he was. Same thing with Kamala. Killer Khan and Kamala were both brought in to kind of do the same thing with Hogan. I was like, come in, scare the kids to death, lose to Hogan. Here's your money.
Thanks, Dad. What's his name? Dad. Alexa, hang up.
Got directions to the nightclub here. And if you get lost, just hit me on the old horn.
Tom's my best friend, but ever since he bought a new house.
It's a $10 number. Oh, okay. Is it on the website?
Yeah, old Sammy, I thought the same thing. Somebody mentioned the game. I'm like, holy shit. I haven't even turned on my TV today. It's actually on, but it's on the screensaver thing. The one mounted in my living room. So it's on, but I don't have it on any channels, and I haven't had it on any channels all day. So I forgot about the fucking game. Not that I would have watched, I don't give a shit anyway, but I really don't like Alabama. As much as I hate Alabama, the one thing I will say for them is my best friend, my closest friend, she's a sister to me. Her dad just actually lived here in San Diego, just passed away 2 years ago, and his favorite team was Alabama. He was like Alabama all the way. So in his memory, you know, if Alabama would have won, I would have been fine with it. But aside from that, I am not a fan of the team at all. And fuck them, I'm glad they lost. Yeah, I remember the missing link too. No, I didn't see the halftime show, Bradley. Lil Wayne's not in jail? Hey, Spaz, yeah, I did. I caught the Priscilla Kelly tampon spot. I was fine with it. I tweeted something about it yesterday. No big deal. What the fuck? Fans all of a sudden are going to start worrying about dignity and respect and in wrestling. My God, the shit that's gone on. This debate is 30 years too late. It's way too late. Some girl pulling out a tampon is crazy, yes, and disgusting, yes, but we've seen everything else. We've seen Brian Zane yesterday was tweeting out how the rock bottom Davy Boy into a giant plate of shit, dog shit, like the Spirit Squad got shit dumped on them. Mae Young birthed a slimy giant rubber hand and fucked a 400-pound black dude 40 years younger than her. Like, come on, let's not pretend that something like this all of a sudden is disgracing wrestling. Get the fuck out of here. It's fine. That girl can pull out as many tampons as she wants. She's fine. Might not be the best worker, but she's good looking, hot kind of gothic chick. But I had no problem with it at all. I just thought it was silly that the fans are crying about like respect for the business. Respect for the business? Are you kidding? You want to list all the other ways, the corpse fucking and all the other ways the business has been respected over the years? If anything, at least the tampon spot is happening on the independents and not on Monday Night Raw, where we've had miscarriages and shit like that, where it's, in front of a worldwide audience. At least in the independents. How many people saw this shit? 16? Until it went viral? Fine, pull a tampon out of your crotch. Who cares? Anybody who has a problem with that has not been watching wrestling for very long, because there's been far worse. It's like, it's ruining the business. I'm like, the business was ruined 30 years ago. We just been making the best of it ever since, So let's not pretend that all of a sudden shit's bad. Shit's getting ruined. I think kicking out of 9 finishers in one match ruins the business just as much as pulling a tampon out of your fucking pussy. They're already. They never even made it into the ring, I don't think. Seth attacked from behind. Look at that girl. She's like, do I run? Do I leave? What do I do?
Ever since. Our cameras now trying to catch up to the combatants in this match. There's Ambrose, the Intercontinental Champion, in pursuit.
Sam, you're just a little bit too late, buddy. Thank you so much for the super chat. You should have seen me being all confused on about TakeOver. I didn't even know about the Blackpool show. I've been so out of the loop over the holidays. I'm working, so I'm gonna watch it, but I won't be doing any live streaming. So I'm gonna watch it. When I get home, I'll check out the matches. I'll mention something about it in the next episode that week. But yeah, I am planning on checking it out. Thanks for your super chat, dude. I appreciate it. Seth and Dean are now backstage. They're about 5 minutes away from this thing turning into a boiler room brawl. Yeah, it's Falls Count Anywhere. So you can pin his ass at McDonald's if you want. Oh, God, he's going to wheel these things into him? That would have maimed him, all right. All this extra shit they have. So many extra lights and all that stuff. My God. Oh, I saw a little bit of what Jim Cornette said about that. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that Jim Cornette hated that. He doesn't like the Joey Ryan stuff either. And he's not all incorrect or anything. It's not like he's wrong. But you can't kill something that's already, like, dead. You can't ruin something that's already been ruined. So at this point, no matter what is done... I mean, think of all the sick bumps and stupid, needless table bumps and light bulb bumps and shit like that they do. That's just as bad. That's just as dumb as a tampon. Undertaker killed his parents, don't forget.
Dean Ambrose needed was a little bit of space time to capitalize.
Cover again by Ambrose. Just trying to survive here. Kicked out by Rollins. Falls count anywhere for the Intercontinental title. Continues live.
Don't yell at me, Michael Cole.
Stop right there. Here, eat a Snicker. You always lose your edge when you're hungry. Better.
Yo, I said, give me the track.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers.
I don't even. I knew who Elton John was, but I don't know who the guy who Elton John turned into was.
Introducing the Jimmy Dean Delights breadless egg witch. We got rid of the bread and replaced it with 2 eggs for
Yeah, Jim Cornette, like, it's funny. Go watch some fucking Smoky Mountain shit. You know, there's some goofy ass shit going on back then too. It was just as weird and goofy and hokey.
Good thing we didn't eat these under the ceiling fan.
It's just more Jim Cornette's mindset, not what he's actually done. You know, like he doesn't like, you know, he's got a connection to the old days. You know, he doesn't want to let it go, and I don't blame him. I miss the old days too, but they're over. Can't go back now. We got people pulling tampons out of their asses and stuff, so you can't go back after that. Yeah, what was a few weeks ago? The dude hit the guy in the head with a brick. What the fuck? Like, where is brick throwing class at wrestling school?
A bold flavor that brings the heat.
Like, you imagine guys at the performance center? What do you got to do today? Ah, brick throwing class. Like, what the fuck?
Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Listen, guess what today
Jim Cornette. Oh, I didn't know he said that. Should be blackballed from pro wrestling? No way, because there's so many big stars. I can't even think of specific examples. You guys can help me. But there are big stars right now that did a lot of dumb shit when they were in the independents. Plenty of them. Like, just think about it. There's got to be some. All the shit that went down in ECW and stuff. So there's plenty of stuff that, you know, doesn't age well when you look back on it and everything. So, you know, if this girl's trying to get noticed, she's trying to make a name for herself. You know, she's got a decent amount of following on Twitter. She went viral after all of this. You know, she continues to improve. She definitely has the look, you know. She definitely looks good. And she just keeps, if she actually gets good in the ring, a couple years, you might see her in one of those women's tournaments. She might get an NXT deal. Might be working WrestleMania one day. You don't know. But blackballed for something that you do when you're just trying to get noticed, that would be stupid. You know, I mean, if we all had to pay for things that we did when we were 20, you know, like, none of us would have gotten anywhere, you know. So provided you're not breaking the law or being an idiotic racist fuck, which is also happening. Didn't one Lars Sullivan sing a bunch of shit years ago on message boards, and he's got a prominent spot, or he's going to have one in the company. So if they're going to let that go, I'll let a tampon go. So chill out, Jim Cornette, as much as I love you. Yeah, New Jack did dumb stuff, but he never became a big star anyway. But just, I'm trying to think of somebody like a top guy that if you go back and look at their indie days, they did some like really kind of weird things. Oh, she was in the Mae Young Classic? I didn't know that. She was? Well, maybe she was just paying tribute to Mae Young by pulling something out of her snatch. Mae Young pulls hands out of there. Why can't she pull out a tampon? What's the big deal? At least the tampon's realistic. That fucking table bump was kind of funny. The table just kind of crumbled. 25 was your stupid time. Yeah, we all had a stupid time. I didn't do anything. My actions weren't stupid. Just maybe my mindset, some of the things that I thought or I believed, I thought were stupid. You know, looking back, I'm like, God damn, I'm dumb. But a couple of relationships that I had, I felt like I could have been better. Things like that, you know. it's not going to get her bigger bookings? I don't know, man. I don't think the indies have any sort of morals. Hey, let's sign the tampon girl. She's huge right now. Yeah, bring her in. I don't know. I think it might get her some bookings. Like, wouldn't you want to go see the tampon girl? I would. Oh! Oh my god, Seth just punched Dean right in the face, Nia Jax style. Ouch. Are we going to get a replay of that? Look at this. Oh my god! Jesus Christ. Well, I guess that's how you can pull a punch just enough to make contact, but not relocate his nose. Unless he did break it. He doesn't look broken. Good on Seth for being able to throw that punch without making Dean Ambrose look like Becky Lynch. Fuck. Lars Sullivan will cost Rollins? I don't want that. I don't want Lars Sullivan on Raw, and I don't want him feuding with Seth Rollins. I want Rollins to feud with Ambrose until the Royal Rumble, and then win the Royal Rumble, and then from there he's feuding with Brock. There's no time for Lars. We have no time for you, Lars Sullivan. You are not welcome here on Raw. Go to SmackDown. What is that thing? Oh, that's the mat. I thought he was pulling that from under the ring, but that's the ring mat. Bubba, I think she might not be on Raw tonight. She's probably there. I have not seen beautiful Caruso tonight. I wish she was there. I was going to say hi to her, but I haven't been able to. If I see her, I'll tell her you said hello.
Eerily reminiscent of the night that Ambrose turned his back on Rollins. And now Dean Ambrose looks to take out Rollins and retain the Intercontinental title and end this rivalry once and for all. He just said to Seth, this is for old times.
Well, keep in mind that was the exact same night that Roman Reigns left due to leukemia. A brutal night for this.
Dean Ambrose looking
Dirty Deeds on the cement? No way. God. Poor Dean. He took a potato to the face and now a backdrop on concrete. Renee, you're going to have to massage your man later tonight. Or whatever it is, the weird shit y'all do in your hotel room behind closed doors.
Intercontinental title by Ambrose. Listen to this.
Moves that make a man never walk the same after that.
And again, Ambrose backpedaling out to the apron of the ring. Seth Rollins. Oh, up to the eyes. Perfectly legal. Yep, no disqualification. Ambrose again taking the cheap route. Rollins is blind in the center of the ring. He's just sitting up.
Yeah, this match is better than the TLC match, I agree.
To his feet. Gonna meet Dean Ambrose there. Quick as a cat is Seth Rollins.
Roll through into a, not a Falcon Arrow, but a power bomb? Or a running power bomb. Buckle bomb. And now a super kick. Jesus. You don't get pinned by that. Hell, curb stomp his ass backwards. If Dean's laying back like that, curb stomp the tap, his forehead into the fucking mat. I'm a reverse curb stomp. Break him in half. No, Seth will, or Dean will counter this. No, he's not. No interference? Who's coming out? Surely he's not pinning him. Lashley, okay. I was about to say. There's no way Seth's winning the belt back. Lashley, you asshole in your black vest. Stupid hat. So what's the... I don't know why we're getting a Lashley and Seth fucking feud here. They're not going to have any time to do this shit on pay-per-view. They're not going to build this match for WrestleMania, so we can forget about that. The Royal Rumble, I'm hoping they're both going to be involved in the Rumble match. Same thing with Elimination. So maybe Elimination Chamber, whatever the February pay-per-view is, you put them together, but they'll probably be in the Chamber match too. Is Chamber a SmackDown? Oh yes, it's Joint. Well shit, how does that work? If it's Joint pay-per-views now, is the Chamber winner, is it going to be multi-branded? Do I know anything about the fucking product right now at all? Why do you do that whole ass kick and you leave your hat on? Oh no, Dean's gonna crawl over and pin him. Come on, Nicholas's dad, make the 3 count. Yeah, so I think Seth and Lashley, whatever they're doing together, is just they're going to wrap it up on Raw. This might be the end now of Ambrose and Seth. Ambrose will fuck around with Lashley for a few months. Win the Rumble, hopefully beat Lashley along the way. I mean, the closest if we're ever going to get Lashley and Lesnar in the same ring, maybe that comes in some sort of a Lashley and Rollins match on Raw, leading up to Mania. Seth has already been named the challenger. Maybe Brock comes out and attacks, and I don't know. Maybe Lesnar and Lashley together beat the shit out of Rollins. I'd hate to have those two guys after me. Who was out there earlier with Seth? Oh, Cena and Balor. Was one of those guys going to come out and save him? All right, let's set up the table. Nice and nice. He's getting it all right. There goes Rollins through a table. Lashley, take your hat off. All right, well, it's top of the hour by my clock, so this show should be going off the air here. I guess they're done. With Lashley doing the celebrating. Brocky Lashner. That's a good one. All right. So Lashley and Seth going forward for a little bit. Nobody's really liking tonight's Raw. Yeah, I guess we didn't really get a whole lot. Mean Gene tribute was nice. We got nothing between Brock and Lesnar, or Brock and Strowman. Good Intercontinental title match, though. We had 2 title matches on the show. Tags and IC. Temptation Island, what's that? I'm not watching it. Yeah, so anyway, feels good to be back, finally, on a Monday Night Raw. That was fun, sort of. And now we're shaping up, moving into the Royal Rumble. Still got about 300 folks in here. We can kind of run through Raw before I get out of here. We've got a good amount of subscribers tonight, too, which was awesome. I appreciate that. Hopefully you guys stick around. I'll be here next week. And I'll be up here this week with a pretty big episode. I'm going to have a lot to get into this week because I'm going to want to mention something about Wrestle Kingdom. You know, maybe talk about what's happened the past couple of weeks of TV. You know, we got the Royal Rumble shaping up. We're starting to get the cards in place for that. We now have another match announced with Ronda Rousey taking on Sasha Banks. A lot of good stuff coming up. So, yeah, a lot to talk about this week. Help settle a bet. I don't know what y'all are betting on. No, I'm still not. I'm not aware of the score of the game. What is it? Oh yeah, they're up 21 going into the 3 minutes left in the third. 2 minutes left in the third. Yeah, that game. If they score again, it definitely is over. I'm likely to think it's over now. You can't fucking blow this, man. You're not the fucking Atlanta Falcons. You're Clemson. Oh, Temptation Island is a reality show? Fuck that. I don't know if Ibushi is legit hurt. Best match at Wrestle Kingdom, I missed the first two. Or no, I didn't see the Ospreay match. That was the one that everybody was loving, and I actually haven't seen it straight through. I picked it up. I didn't tune in until after that match was over. But I loved Jericho and Naito. Tanahashi and Omega, I might give the nod to that. I don't know. I just found myself liking it. Maybe a little bit more than the Jericho match. So I might go main event, but that's not an accurate opinion because I haven't seen the whole show. I came in really late. I also didn't know that I thought it was Friday night, not Thursday night. And I kind of had plans Thursday night, and I knew I wasn't going to be home until 1:30 or 2 o'clock or in the morning or whatever. And the show had already been on for close to 2 hours by the time I turned it on. Oh, is that it? Game is over? They scored again? Yeah, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Oh, God. Max Phoenix? I don't know. Oh, yeah, we got the Edge and Christian thing on the network, right? I need to watch more of that. Oh, man, I'm so glad that not only did Alabama lose, they got their fucking asses kicked. Good. Go back to fucking Bumpkin Town and cry in your grits. Fuck off. Alexa in a bathing suit. Oh, my God. Oh, there's your Alexa Bliss tonight. Alexa Bliss in a business suit. Alexa Bliss in a bathing suit. That's a tough one, Bubby Nader. Everybody's saying bathing suit. I don't know. I live in California. I see enough chicks in bikinis. Maybe Alexa Bliss tonight. She had it going on tonight. I'm going to give it to her tonight. I'm not reviewing the Bosset porn parody. I don't care how much money you pay me. You never seen an Omega match? They're pretty good. Omega is almost as good as John Cena in the ring. And he's almost as charismatic too. Not quite, but he's close. There, now watch my subscribers drop. I still don't know who I'm picking to win the Royal Rumble really yet. I know who I want to see win. I want to see either The Miz or Seth Rollins win. That way The Miz can challenge Daniel Bryan or Seth can challenge Brock. On the women's side of things, you got to go Becky. Don't they have like a number one contenders match coming up? Isn't that happening or something to determine who faces Asuka at the Rumble? But I don't want to see Becky Lynch get the title shot. That would be stupid. Put Becky Lynch in the Rumble, have her jump to Raw. It's right there on a goddamn silver platter. It's predictable, yes, but you have to do it. You have to do it. So that's what I hope they do. I mean, maybe you could do, I don't know if it would work. It might not. There's really not a reason to because they're not friends, but I was thinking of a WrestleMania 20 scenario with Chris and Eddie, but do it with like Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, you know, whoever main events. Maybe it's the women. Who knows? If it turns out to be Becky and Ronda, Becky beats her. You know, Seth has already beaten Brock earlier on in the night. He comes out to congratulate Becky Lynch, and they hug and confetti and all that. I don't know. Maybe something interesting to do there. Yeah, Santina winning the Women's Rumble. If this was 2008, I'd be legit worried about that. Harry Rice, dude, that's the thing. You got to remember there are 2 championships, you know? So let's say Miz does win the Rumble, Harry. Relax. You got the Elimination Chamber. There's other ways to give guys a shot. Seth Rollins does not need... I don't give a shit about Seth winning the Royal Rumble. I give a shit about Seth challenging at WrestleMania. That's all I care about. I don't care how he gets there. I don't care if he's the first one fucking eliminated in the Royal Rumble. Fine. As long as he goes into WrestleMania to challenge Brock, that's all I care about. So there's lots of different roads you can take as long as the destination is the same. That's what I care about. So Miz can win the Rumble and Seth can still get the title shot. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter at all. Just give Seth a shot. That's all I care about. I'm glad everybody's liking that Rumble 92 watch along. It seems like you guys synced it up with no problems. I'm going to make it even easier for you next time by including the timer. That way, if you want to skip ahead, all you got to do is match my timer with the network's timer, and you'll be good to go. So that's going to help a lot. And I'm going to tweak some things up, and the one I do this week will be a little bit better. And hopefully, I'll get these things down to a science, and I can do a lot of them all the time. Oh, 42 dislikes is just coming from people that click on the video and think that it's raw, like I'm showing raw. And then they get mad because they don't know how to pay a goddamn cable bill. Fucking go to McDonald's. They're always hiring. You'll make enough to pay a cable bill, I promise. But they get mad. They don't see raw, so they dislike me. I'm a disliked person. So sad. But we got over 200 likes in here tonight. We got close to 150 subscribers. They might even climb a little bit more tonight after I sign off here, which I'm about to. I got some more work to do. I want to start working on some of these other videos during the live stream tonight. We got another Patreon donation for another one, so that's another one going on the list. I got a lot of shit on my plate. It's going to be a big WrestleMania season on the channel, that's for sure. Yeah, Seth lost. Bobby Lashley came in, fucked it up. Brandon, I think Miz as a babyface could work better than it did last time. And Miz is getting the respect from the fans now. That's the thing why I think a babyface run would be all right, because the fans do appreciate the Miz. They did not when he was turned face the first time. But his work and everything that he's been doing, and his, the fans kind of turning around, and respecting him now. I think he's ripe for a face turn. Why not? I like you, Greg. Everybody likes me. That's nice. I like you guys too. Some people don't like the good mic work. Good night, Don. Good night, everybody. I'm actually right behind you here. Yeah, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate it. It's been nice. It's nice to be back. If you are new and you're not here most weeks, I'm up here every Monday night. Reacting to Monday Night Raw. If for any reason something happens and I can't be here, that's when I announce that shit on Twitter and all that stuff. So make sure you give me a follow over there and sub this channel. Let's get these likes up. We've got to get to 25,000 in the next couple of weeks. And judging by the amount of subs that we've had come in tonight, I think that's an attainable goal. We're less than 400 away. So, we're less than 500 subs away from that. So we'll get there. But yeah, you guys take care. I'm going to cook some dinner, work on some commentary stuff and some channel stuff, and take it easy for the rest of the night and watch the end of the Clemson-Alabama game and watch Clemson do some celebrating. So, yeah, you guys take care. I will catch you. Oh, man, I don't even know when 526 is coming up because I got a bunch of shit going on Wednesday and Thursday. If you're lucky and I can really go balls to the wall, I might be able to get 526 up on Wednesday. If not, it's going to be Thursday like normal or possibly Friday. might actually be Friday. I hope not. I'm going to do everything I can to get 526 up before Friday, but I'll have a better idea tomorrow. So again, follow me on Twitter. That way you can find out when episode 526 will be hitting the YouTube. So yeah, you guys take care. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you real soon. Peace.